I am hearing a slight echo of myself, though.
That's probably V.
Yes,
Yep.
it's always V.
Meow. It's okay. He's Romanian. He can't help himself.
Being retarded is not an excuse, Lum.
Just because they both start with R doesn't mean he's retarded.
Yes, it does. Hello, chat.
Hi, chat.
Expect background noises and reverbs and echoes, occasional cats, birds, other animal creatures.
Hello.
I forgot that was my picture. Oh well.
It's entirely normal most of the time. And we are joined by Llamatodd today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Welcome. We've got a couple of things going on today. A lot of censorship around the block these days, with, of course, the first one and biggest one being the United
I've
Kingdom.
Been aware of what's happening, at least in the UK, but yeah, let's have it.
Yep. The Online Safety Act, which blocks access to any site on the internet that may feature pornographic content.
It's like, okay. We've been talking about censorship being blah, 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 slippery slope, blah, blah, blah. It's a shotgun, not a scalpel, all this other bullshit. It's like, we've been warning people about this for years, but just because it was about things that, oh, it's problematic, it's icky, I personally don't like it, get rid of it. Now they're going after everything, and the UK being the UK, of course, it's just, everyone gets to suffer for it.
Arch, look at the link channel and give you a nice picture.
Oh, I seen you posted that earlier.
That's different.
I'm not even making the slippery slope argument because today they already consider protests to be not safe for work because it has violence, so they're inappropriate for children.
You can't even watch the protest.
Yeah, if you want to talk about the protests, you need to dox yourself. Just fucking dox yourself. Yeah, just dox yourself. Now, here's an interesting thing, okay? No one can find an answer to this. Now, Britain wants 16-year-olds to vote. In the next elections, they will have people at the age of 16 voting. But they can't watch the protests. Which means that they are going to vote on issues that would require them to be a little bit informed, but they can't get the information because they just can't dox themselves.
Well, state-sanctioned information.
Yeah, like so far, you can't go on 4chan, you can't go on Reddit, you can't go on Discord, but you can vote.
That's wrong think.
It's so stupid. Like, okay, V, I'm sure you've seen the page that Hentai has for the British people who try to visit it. And they're just like, no,
it's like go watch real people, like watch some real women, real titty cartoons. It's not for you, British.
It's just funny. They're like, yeah, your government sucks. If you want to sign the change.org thing, here you go. Kind of fucked up, isn't it? Oh, they're cheeky to the end. I love it.
So we'll probably get into the petition, because there is an official one now going on, but I will reinforce the slippery slope argument here, because this only happens because it becomes permissible. I'm going to go back in time now to bring up one of those things that everyone agreed should be censored, that like, the first pebble down the hillside, right? This is not safe on YouTube, but here we go.
What? Was it the jelly donut thing?
Nope. We're going worse, and we're going further.
No mercy?
Nope.
Earlier.
Yep. How many of you remember this one?
Pedo Bear! Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, back in the day, and we're talking back in the World of Warcraft launch days, okay? We're talking 2006's, 10s, you know, ages and fucking ages ago, and now. The internet was pretty much the wild, wild west, and pretty much anything went, short of straight-up illegal stuff. And Pedo Bear was a meme 4chan character, which was intended to be kind of like a... Where was he from? Like some kind of... I think he came from a comic or something, a la Pepe the Frog?
Happened with all the Rage comics, like that era. believe.
Yeah. Now this is like old school internet law.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
And he
I
was
Ancient
remember-
featured.
scriptures.
Oh, go
Ancient
ahead.
scriptures, yes. Because
Um,
he was featured in a widespread sort of way of mocking the idea of it, basically. He wasn't a pro-pedo icon or anything. He was more like a funny look at this ridiculous shit. We can post this. Edgy kind of style stuff.
It's like Pedo Bear was popular along with like Domo and stuff back in the day when Domo was like the hot topic icon.
Yes.
I think people need to understand the context of that era. It wasn't like you're posting something because you believe in. You're posting something to see if other people react. And the joke is if they're spurging out because something is on their screen. Like they have such weak will that they're not able to control themselves, and they just immediately start smashing their keyboard, being upset of what they saw. And that was the joke. That was like the thing. It's like you need to troll people. You need to get them to react to your shit. So you're posting something edgy like 2 Girls, 1 Cup. And
Yeah.
the joke is their reaction.
Oh yeah, you didn't trust any links from your friends during that time. It was usually to a site like that or like Lemon Party or some blue waffle. It's
Meat
just
spit.
terrible. Oh yeah, those links would stay blue if you knew what you're doing.
Yes. Because, like, things meant different things back then. Back in that era, edgy was like lively, watching a Chinese person be turned into confetti by a fucking lawnmower. Like, genuinely disturbing shit. Today, edgy is a fashion style.
The fuck is that hairdo?
This is 2025 edgy. Like, you've got fucking instruction manuals on how to dress like a
Oh.
rebel. This
No,
is edgy in
no.
2025.
That is a bastardization of,
Is it?
of
Oh, man.
fashion when I was in school. It's like, okay, the thing started collapse. Like, in my opinion, things started collapsing as soon as Hot Topic was sold to the fucking Gap. That's when it started becoming, like, you know, where you can find all the My Little Pony stuff, all the current day popular trends and shit. And I'm like, dude, I miss when people used to be absolutely terrified of going into Hot Topic because it was this scary goth store. But
And
no.
Spencer's.
Oh, I love Spencer's.
I love
Spencer's is still on brand. But Hot Topic is long gone.
Yeah, because it's all been adopted into general culture now. And there was even one thing I remember back during the Wild Wild West era. One of the biggest controversies. I don't remember exactly when this was, but it surrounded. Oh God, we are really fucking treading some hot water on YouTube today. The term jailbait.
Oh, yeah.
So there were Reddits on this, okay? There were jailbait Reddits, okay?
Jesus.
Yeah, wild fucking west. And it was legal, technically. I think it's technically still legal, because it wasn't pornographic, it was fully clothed, etc. But it was distasteful, right? People didn't like, go
I mean,
on
Justin
there.
Bieber, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
kinda.
they did the same thing to Emma Watson too, I believe. That was
No,
like
like-
one of the big ones.
V actually has a great point there, because Justin Bieber, because he was at MTV being like felt up by 20, 30-year-old women asking him sexual questions and stuff. The famous interview where he like, you realize I'm underage, right? And they just kind of kept plowing on.
Well, yeah,
the
it's
reality
the
is,
same
though, like a lot of the people then were also teenagers, right? Like people using the internet back then were mostly teenagers. So it was like kind of like teenagers talking like this about other teenagers in general.
Yeah, but also don't forget, there is also like those 30, 40-year-old moms that were lusting over Justin Bieber and One Direction and everything like that. And it's like, ew.
Yeah,
Gross.
again, like P. Diddy wasn't a teenager at the time. Let's just put it like that.
Hey,
No.
P. Diddy got acquitted, okay? So he didn't do that.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing.
Yeah, same with O.J. Simpson. He didn't do anything either.
But that's where in my opinion, that's where it began. Something like that was technically legal, but people didn't like it because it was people looking at underage teens, basically. I'm like, oh, I don't like this. It's not technically legal, but I don't approve of it. And so there was a massive campaign against it. Okay, eat it off Reddit. Everything that I think, God, dare I Google it? I don't know if I want to.
That's a risky search query.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, though. Like,
Search.
typing it into a search engine is dangerous now.
Well, that's what private browsing is for.
Not even that. I mean, you need a whole ass VPN.
Oh, here, I have a VPN. What do you want me to look up?
See, if you Google
Jesus, why did I
jailbait,
join?
does it get anything, or is it like just a Wikipedia page describing the term?
Let's see.
So I'm pretty sure
Searched
it was
up-
just yeeted off the internet.
There's a movie called Jailbait from 2014.
Ah, well, there you go.
It was the internet thing. Like it was in Hollywood movies. I remember jailbait meant a person usually at the age of 16 or 17, like someone that's legal in Europe, and they would have like massive tits, plump ass, and all of that. Usually it was actually a mature person, like an actress, playing the role of Buffy Vampire Slayer or something like that, right? And people would say, well, Buffy is jailbait. But like the actress playing her was a mature.
Oh, he's dying. Anyways, it's like, it's weird that Jailbait doesn't have like a little warning, the same as if you look up Lolly or Lolicon, and then it's like, oh, you know, sexual exploitation of children is bad. It's like, okay, so Jailbait's fine?
Well, that was the thing, though, because like V's right. At the beginning, in like the first episode of Buffy, she's technically like 16 or 15 or something. And she's played by Sarah Michelle Gellar, who's I think was 21 at the time, and well, they focused in on the sexuality, shall we say?
Well, they did that a lot with like any high school show or movie. It was always played by people in their 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so then we can get those lovely ass shots without feeling
Like
bad.
it wasn't a big deal with the TV shows that were coming from America when I grew up. Like that was actually pretty common. Even in American Pie, I think. But again, like usually 16 was considered to be like anything under that was a big no-no.
Yeah, because American Pie was high school?
Yeah. They were graduating, yeah.
Yeah. But like,
It's always senior year where things take place. It's like even with movies like Heathers, that just took place senior year in 1979. No, 1989. Yeah.
This was like, because this was kind of like in the 1990s when American Pie came out, which was 92, 3, something like that. That
You
was
can just say the late 1900s.
late 1900s, yes. That was a scandalous movie.
Yeah.
Like, it was shocking at the time, and nothing really happens in it. It's like the
I
famous
was clutching
shot.
my pearls the whole time.
Yeah, like, it was a very pearl clutchy kind of movie. Like there was a lot of Christian conservatives at the time. It's like, oh my god, children can see this, and I think they could. It was this like 16, 18-year-olds age limit too.
Like the whole reason was to see those people seethe. Like that was the actual catharsis.
Yeah,
like seeing a Christian just getting angry and looking at them, and it's like, yes, they're angry.
That was the focal
like that
point.
actually created the woke generation, right? And now it's the same catharsis seeing a woke person getting angry. It's literally like the wheel has turned.
It's a lot to pin on American Pie. Never thought of it that way.
It is, but I think it's correct because my generation and the generation surrounding me, we grew up in the era of the slow death of Christian conservatism. And we were very rebellious against it, which is why movies like American Pie had tremendous appeal and became enormous hits. Got like, what, fucking 4 sequels that nobody watched? There were cultural
sequels?
moments.
Oh yeah.
There
were some good ones. There were some good sequels.
Huh.
They were absolutely cultural moments, but then the woke kind of moved in and pretended to be us, pretending to be kind of like against the same things with sort of pseudo the similar message, but underneath it were the underlayers of censorship, because they too also wanted to get rid of things, just different things. And now, after like 20 years of this, we have finally arrived at, yes, peasant, scan your face to access the internet. It's a crazy leap, I know,
That's
but
crazy to me.
it really did start with like outrage bait. Like everything is allowed, so people was going really far. Like, hey, what about pedo bait? To try and get a reaction. But everyone was so literally liberal then, not the current day bullshit meaning, but actually liberal. As in, I don't care if it's not legal, do whatever, to face scans.
It's like it's still insane because like okay, we have the 90s where they were pushing like a little bit of like sexualization of older teens and whatever, but during the early to mid 2000s to early 2010s there was the what was it called, the French extremity movement, where they were pushing the boundaries of censorship in terms of horror and gore. And there was a lot of movies that came out, especially during 2008 to 2010, I believe, where you just got to see some of the most fucked up movies that people were able to release to theaters before they had to do an adults-only rating and stuff like that. So we went from absolute creative freedom, see what they can push out, to now doxing yourself.
Yeah, because everyone's trying to push the limits. Like Starship Troopers, another example, with like lots of really, really gory scenes. People having their brains sucked out on fucking camera.
Oh, hell yeah. That was great.
Well, it's like one of my favorite movies. Is a French-Canadian film called Martyrs that came out in 2008. And it's really good once you get past the first act, which is mostly like a lot of gore and everything, because it's a revenge film, but then it turns into like an absolute torture porn. It's fantastic. I honestly, one watch through, I highly suggest. Same with Requiem for a Dream. If you have never seen Requiem for a Dream, you need to watch it at least once. It's such a good movie. Oh, it's fantastic.
And again, the point is, all of this is connected. It sounds fucking ridiculous, but it really is. Like, we had a Wild West internet. It was crazy, and it was great, and we had no idea how good we had it, and we had no idea how quickly it could go to fucking shit. Because it's only been, like, 20 years from Everything Goes to, again, Scanios Face Peasant. It's absolutely crazy. Now, I do think also that at least a decent portion of the population is finally starting to at least in part wake up to this, as there was a petition with the official UK government website, petitions, that
was
passed,
signed very fast, too.
Oh, yeah, within a day, within hours, because they only needed 10,000 signatures. It's got 218,000 now, so there will be a government response, and there will be a parliamentary debate, which isn't going to do shit, by the way.
Yeah. Here's why. Number one, they're extremely proud of this legislation. They call it a flagship legislation. They say that now Britain is the safest nation on planet Earth when it comes to the internet. You can just let your child unsupervised on the computer, and the government is there, willing to guide your child to absolute greatness away from evil sites like Reddit and Wikipedia.
So they control all the information. That's a very slippery slope.
If only the government would protect the children from, like, knives, kidnappings, a little bit.
I mean, did they roll hate speech in there too? Because that's like loose interpretations of that.
You kind of figure out when you do law school and you understand how the law works. The police has limited resources, right? And so, which is easier? To break into an old person's house that typed edgy online, they did the speech of hate or some shit like that, and arrest them and you get a conviction? Or to actually go out and crack on some gang members, like arrest some actual dangerous people? Because at the end of the day, a conviction is a conviction on a police chief's record, And so whenever they make laws like this, that like makes it really easy to go after people that don't do shit, It's like just some random bloke in a house with a computer, and that's it. Like he doesn't go out of the house, maybe post some memes or something, and they arrest him. Really easy job for the authorities. And then on the statistics, it shows, oh, look how many hate case crimes we solved. Look how many, the bad guys we took down.
And to answer Llama's question as well, yes, it does have hate speech, because one of the reasons why they have labeled Wikipedia as a tier 1 category, category 1 danger is because it has controversial content.
Yeah, and I think that's like the main focus of this, like hate speech. Like, who decides what hate speech is? I mean, you could argue like, the real dangerous stuff. Like, yeah, sure. I mean, kids probably shouldn't look at, porn and stuff, right? But I mean, that could be up to the parents to, police that.
There's
hate
actually
speech, not so much.
They actually responded to your question, like who decides what hate speech is. There is a rule in this bill that at any point, Ofcom, which is an unelected body, can simply decide, like talking against vaccines is hate speech. No, seriously, like the law allows it, right? It basically says that at any point, Ofcom, for whatever reason, can say, talking against immigrants is hate speech. In fact, this just did not disclose. Apparently, they are going to hire a group of officers in order to monitor anti-immigration sentiment online using this bill.
Yeah. Because, of course, hate speech is whatever the government needs it to be at any given time.
Exactly. It's very convenient.
And that is the primary point of this. Like, again, none of this has anything to do with protecting children. Complete, utter fucking nonsense. It's power. It's political power. And that's also why the petition will have absolutely no effect on anything, because the only reason why this would have any effect, because this is a popular outcry, it's 250,000 British people saying this is bullshit, stop it, is because Keir Starmer is already less popular than fucking Saddam Hussein. He doesn't care. It's not like he can get less popular.
They're coming for you.
I mean, you know what I don't get, Arch? And I'm starting to think that maybe it's even a psyop. Like 3 years ago, I never heard many right-wingers asking for censorship. Like, because they were the ones being censored constantly, right? Especially during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, you have all these right-wingers freaking out about anime, about trivial shit, freaking out about hobbies and video games. Oh, we need to ban porn. Like, where the fuck did this come from, Is banning porn worth turning the nation into a surveillance state and reducing internet anonymity to zero? And making sure that now you need to dox yourself whenever you talk about something, and if they flag your ID, then you can't make any other accounts? Is it really worth it? I mean, when did it become such a public menace? Like, what exactly changed in society to the point that it's a matter worse than COVID? And we need to restructure everything we do online and in real life in order to solve this issue that can simply be solved with parenting or creating devices that would not allow children to access certain websites.
Yeah, I think you're going to have eventually just a social credit system called hate points. And just start racking up too many. You get things stripped away from you.
Yeah, and again, the right-wing move against this, because it is also happening. It's a lack of principles, simple as. Much like the left-wingers, they don't really have principles of freedom of speech. They use that because it sounded good. It's always what happens. It sounds good, people use it, and then they go, well, not on this thing. Again, this is why you have to be extreme about it. You have to be strident. You go, no. Freedom of speech means freedom of speech, even for things you find icky. Which is, again, why I bring this back to fucking pedo bear. Because everybody's like, yes, that's weird, but you're gonna have to fucking swallow it and ignore it. Because otherwise, the slippery slope isn't just real. It's a fucking rocket sled. And it happens every time.
It's like...
That I don't get. Like if it's to crack down on something like, okay, child pornography. I get it. No, like you need censorship there, right?
Yeah, we do.
But when you're going after but and it should. But like when you're going after video games, you're going after TV shows, you're going like what was Melody Max spurging out about? Like some chick's ass in a gacha game, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, It's like, is this literally what censorship is supposed to be for? Like,
No.
the bottom of the barrel to justify governments passing this type of legislation that just removes anonymity from the internet for everyone? And they also want to remove encryption to the point where even Wikipedia, of all places, is basically saying, hey, look, we've been doing this for decades to other people. We know what you're going to do to us. So no, go fuck yourselves.
Yep. And I also want to point out the Wikipedia thing as well, right? Wikipedia was classified a Category 1 site, which means that it is the highest danger site. The public encyclopedia is at the top of the government's list of threats
So
here.
facts, objective facts is dangerous.
Do you know what they demanded of them? Why they said no?
What?
So they wanted to basically ask Wikipedia to change whatever Keir Starmer wants.
Yes.
So if they don't like an article because they consider that article is dangerous, they want the British government to be able to change it or editorialize it. In other words, like, this is why I'm starting to respect China, for fuck's sakes, even though I don't, because it's an authoritarian nation. But at least they keep their authoritarianism within their fucking border. I don't get to have a social credit score. I don't get to be silenced. I can talk about the Tiananmen Square. I can talk about Z looking like Winnie the Pooh. But with Britain, they want to use a website like Wikipedia that the entire fucking world uses and to change it so that they can manipulate even people from Romania. And they wanted to do the same with Apple. Like recently, if you look into the news, normally if you have like someone being suspect of a crime, right? Like you get the suspicion, you get a court order, and then you go and you ask Apple to give you information about that person. They wanted to bypass that and simply to allow the British government to literally have access to the cloud in real time for the entire Apple users, whether they're in Norway, whether they're in the United States. And like at this point, I have to wonder, it's like, look, both the UK and China are becoming a problem. But like from my perspective, from my subjective perspective, I'm a lot more bothered by the UK. It's fucking closer. And its laws and its overreach is starting to affect the entire internet, including my life.
And bear you in mind as well, the EU is also set to introduce robust age verification on sites operating in the EU too, which is the first step to introducing the full-on UK online safety bill right now.
I need to comment on, like, did Melanie Mack ask for censorship? Stop being coy about it. Like, she posted she wants to ban porn and then called the game pornography, right? Like, we don't just live in the tweet. We don't just live in those 3 seconds. Like, some people are capable of putting 2 and 2 together. And even then, like, I saw a lot of people associated with her actually demanding that game to be censored. And I didn't hear her say a single peep. So yeah, no, I definitely think, like, unironically, if I'm a betting man, if I was in front of God right now, it's like, hey, your soul can go to heaven if you answer this question correctly. Did she mean censorship? I will be like, yes. Now get the fuck out of the way. I want to go into heaven.
Oh my god. Honestly, like, because I've never really watched too much of Melanie because she wasn't really my cup of tea. But like, no, she seems like, at least to me, from an outsider perspective, she seems like somebody who would want things censored in the name of God or whatever.
Yeah, look at Britain, where you have to dox yourself to go on Reddit. It's like, Jesus would have wanted this. Like, finally, Lord, your will be done. We have finally secured the internet. No more hate speech, Jesus. Now I can't talk about those immigrants. Now they can be my neighbors, and I will love them, Jesus. I would love them like you told me in the Bible. Sorry, I'm just triggered by this. It's like, it was so predictable. It was so fucking predictable at every single step of the way because we already lived through it. And just seeing like the wheel just turning and the story repeating itself, it's so fucking cringe.
Something times the circle, something.
They're doing it because people are speaking out more and more. Like, there's literal protests like happening right now. It's like, well, you can't see that. You can't see what's going on. Like, it's all about control.
Yep, control. And again, it's one of the counter arguments is though, like, okay, so we didn't know for sure what was going to happen because we hadn't had the internet before, and we're kind of going through social media for the first time. And there was this idea initially that we could censor only the bad, right? Because everybody agreed, okay, you can't have child porn on the internet. Fine. Everybody agrees. And then it becomes, okay, but this isn't actually that, but it's close enough to make you uncomfortable in the form of a pedo bear. And it's like, yeah, we're going to censor that too. It's like, okay, fair enough. But the moment you do that, the moment we go beyond strictly not legal, it seems to be an inevitable continuation down that line of thinking as you go like, yeah, but we'll just this little extra thing. And then 6 months later, it's still a little bit more. Until you eventually end up with scan your face, bigot. It's fucking ridiculous, but that seems to be inevitable.
I mean, did you see that, well, of course you've already seen it, but Japan pushing back on Visa and MasterCard and everything like that, which, like, good for them. They're taking the first steps on at least attempting to fight back against this. I know Savvy's been getting a lot of attention.
I wonder if they will, because if you know anything about Japan, they have this trend of making loud noise, and then when push comes to shove, they go like, nah, it's too troublesome.
Yeah.
And then they say, yeah, and then they shikanai their way out of it.
Yeah. It's like, unfortunately, Japan, depending on what it is, it's literally nothing ever happens.
Yeah, the mentality of I guess it can't be helped kind of defines those people. But hey, you know, I'm willing to be proven wrong. I would love to. Like, now is your golden moment. Now is your opportunity. If they would, the Asian way of going around it, like they wouldn't go because pornography, because it looks bad, right? What they would do, however, and this is what the Chinese also do when they want to fuck with you, they're like, oh, well, of course you have the right to not sell adult stuff, right? But like, look, we don't like what you're doing here. Like, your price margins are too high, and we're auditing you now. And oh, we found something else that's a problem. And oh, this is definitely not allowed. And so, like, eventually, they kind of get the message. An example of this is what China did to Canada. Canada arrested like the Huawei boss, like the Dragon Lady, she was called. And immediately China was like, oh, well, I mean, she is a spy. Like, of course you can arrest her. It just so happens that we also arrested 2 Canadian citizens, and they're kind of mistreated right now. You know, it would be a shame if they expire. Now, we're willing to do a prisoner trade, of course, you know. And so, this is how Japan would probably do it.
It's like the only time that we'll ever see large moves in terms of a governmental body is if it really hits the pocketbooks a little too hard.
Or if it gets popular enough to get people elected.
Yeah, that too.
The problem is that in Japan, the otaku community is actually quite big, but they don't show up to vote.
But it's like with Japan right now. Did you hear that there's rumors, or I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, that the current prime minister is going to be stepping down at the end of August?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so there's going to be a new election soon.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, I think it might be related to like their immigration policy, perhaps.
Yeah, it's something to do with the immigration policies going on right now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Japan is feeling the early onsets of diversity. I saw this beautiful commercial as well, which there's a woman. Can I find it? There's a woman pushing a baby stroller, right? And she gets to a bunch of stairs. I can find it. And she gets to a bunch of stairs, and like, oh my god, how will I get the baby stroller up the stairs? And then a white guy just comes along and's like, I'll help you, and, you know, carries it up the stairs. And the entire, oh my god, that nice immigrant. Oh, I wish I could have thanked that nice immigrant. Like, yeah, I wonder how many of those are coming. How many nice white American immigrants coming?
Oh, and also Arch. Acknowledge the $50.
But I talk.
Acknowledge the $50. You tell me to bother you when certain amount of money comes in. Acknowledge.
That's true. Brandon, my theory is the boomer neoliberal globalist consensus is going to be held together by force till somebody does something stupid. Martyrs are created and things spiral. Nothing ever happens until all happens at once. House. Entirely possible. Because again,
it's similar to how you know how the whole pro-Palestine movement bullshit was going on last summer? And that dude set himself on fire and is now seen as a martyr for that whole thing, even though it just kind of petered out and died eventually. It made moves for at least a month and a half, 2 months. But still, a martyr's a martyr. And that's last.
Yeah, and his own side spat on him. It's like, you can't say rest in power. That's for black people, not for him.
Yeah.
But
The
speaking
thing
of
is,
what
though,
you said, Arch,
I don't think I want to address the martyr thing one real quick because I don't think it'll work because there is already a martyr in England. It's the bad man whose name we cannot speak on YouTube, but that guy has been followed by court orders and imprisoned like 4 times. And they're still finding ways to bring him into court year after year after year after year after year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I remember him.
Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
whoa,
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything that can happen in the modern West that'll push people over the fucking edge. Like
Trump assassination, if that would have gone through, I think.
Oh my god. Yeah.
if that actually
Like
offed
when they tried
him.
assassinating him, yeah.
Oh, apparently Tommy was on Lotus Eaters yesterday.
The bad man.
Dios
we call him the
mío.
bad man, Lum.
Hey, that's a
No,
very
I think
common name.
it's okay if you just say Tommy. Like they don't try.
Yeah, that is a very common name. It's not like I said his full name, first, middle, last.
All I know is that Sargon bans the mention of he who cannot be named. He is simply the bad man.
Can you really not? Or are you memeing, or is that like a thing?
That is the thing. He had all of his social media scraped. There is proof that YouTube scans for his fucking name and shit. He tried updating like new accounts. They were on it immediately and yeeted him off the internet. So
Yeah, but I think you need to actually have him on consistently for that to happen.
Voldemort, like IRL.
Yep.
He's back.
But hold on, I wanted to tell you something, Arch, about what you said earlier. There's a guy that bets on a website where, you know, there's like things that would say the war in Ukraine would stop by 2027, or India and Pakistan are going to have a war in 5 years, and you bet, right? Like you put your bets.
Yep.
The man has made $350,000 and is still sitting on it by betting that nothing ever happens. So he literally just bets no on everything, on every one of these issues, and he's making a lot of money.
Well, okay, all right. So we're talking about a couple of things, big things happening, right? We have Visa, MasterCard, which needs to be just fucking destroyed, basically, and forced to operate as simple payment processes and nothing more. That's going to be one big battle. Scan your fucking face, peasant, is another huge one that's going to expand to all the European Union very, very soon, right? So massive things are happening. And coincidentally, what do you know pops up on the news? Hey, did you know that aliens might invade in November?
Hey, Arch, you need to acknowledge.
Burn it all.
Acknowledge it, Arch.
Acknowledge, Arch.
Acknowledge.
I'm
Acknowledge.
acknowledging the aliens.
Acknowledge.
Brandon, for another 50. Thank you very much, sir. Tommy Robinson. Fuck, I scarred. God damn it. Was persecuted during a low point in tension. Once tension pile up, someone is going to die, then riots will happen. See Epping for the early signs. I mean, I kind of hope you're right. Like, I hope that there is a breaking point somewhere where people will finally realize they're living in a fucking dictatorship.
Yep.
Do you think?
You know what I think, Arch?
Oh.
Remember when the internet
Hey,
was
shut
nice,
up.
free, and virgin? Like, ripe for
You
the
can go
taking?
after the guest. He said book first.
It's okay. It's
Bavy.
okay. I was gonna say something just dumb. It's just, do you think that we are the aliens' trash TV?
Yes.
I hope so.
I fucking hope so.
Now,
Maybe
Vivic.
they're just tired of us.
Well, I wanted to say that. Remember when the internet was nice and virgin and ripe back in the day? And
I do. I
you know, like, the
dream
first
of
thing-
those days.
The first thing that shocked people, and I remember like it was a huge shock, was Blizzard's idea to link your Facebook account to their Battle.net in order to crack down on online trolling. Because they would say, well, if people have their real name, they wouldn't troll. And that very concept was so fucking disgusting. It was so disturbing. It's like, why would they do something like that? And then another thing that pissed people off is like linking your phone number to anything. It's like, my goodness, like my privacy. How could you do something like? And now all of those things are so commonplace to the point that I think that scanning your face and doxing yourself bigot is not going to go away.
It'll eventually just become normal.
I mean, it's like, for example, granted, this is with a payment processor. Well, not processor, but payment liaison, I guess. Stripe. How people get paid through, like, Throne or Kick and stuff like that. If you want to edit anything on your account, you have to scan your driver's license and your face. And so then it's linked
no, but that,
to
that
your
makes
bank
sense.
account
That makes sense
information
because it's for safety, right? Like imagine if I
Well,
put
yeah.
you.
And
No,
scammers.
Imagine if I put you as the recipient, and then you wake up with pizzas at your house.
Yeah.
So like I get it. That's normal.
But
Yeah,
here's the
but
problem,
but
though.
it's like that. It's like that's the start of everything, though, because people will be like, "Oh, well, they're fine scanning their faces for this, but since it's still their own stuff, it may not be a bank account, but hey, it's still connected to them on some sort of level. So why are they going to say no to this now?" Type of thing.
And this very week, we got a perfect example as to why uploading all of your information on the internet might be a bad thing.
Are you gonna? are we gonna talk about the thing?
To show the pictures. Oh.
Are we gonna talk about it?
We are. I'm going to have a brief interlude to catch up on some of the super chats, but you know, like, okay, the hack thing, or not even a hack, it was apparently just lying on a fucking folder somewhere on the server. But this is the perfect example of why having somebody have access to all of your information is a terrible fucking idea.
That was an epic backfire. This thing.
Last time I checked, identity theft was a thing, and it was bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and now,
I mean-
now the government is going to do it for you.
It's like people pay a lot of money to protect themselves from identity theft. They pay companies to call other data collectors to get rid of your stuff. But now the government is just like, nope, you put your face out there and then we're just going to sell more of your stuff. It's like, yeah, okay, thanks.
And I want to point out, okay, this is the government, right? This is the government, the most incompetent organization on earth. This case from a few years ago, Danish woman, she embezzled $4.5 billion from the Danish state by just taking money out of the Danish government, just over the course of decades. She was just taking money, moving it out of the country. Nobody fucking noticed because it's the government. It is the largest pile of tottering bullshit ever established.
They know better.
Can you tell me the story again? Because now that they took away my porn without doxing myself, I really like hearing this woman taking money from the government. Just tell it again. Tell it again.
Okay, so no, she started in 2007, and she just she was like, okay, I'm poor. I wonder if I could like embezzle a bit of money because she had access to like governmental accounts because she was
literal
an account,
Robin Hood, Arch. Literal fucking Robin Hood.
Yeah, and she just took a bit of money, and nobody noticed, and so she took a bit of more money, and she just kept taking money for like damn near 10 years, transferring billions of dollars.
That's actually kind of awesome.
You like that government, huh? You like it when you get taxed?
Yeah, like at that point,
you like getting taxed, government, huh?
They kind of deserve it at that point. Like nobody was checking. $4.5 billion are missing, and you're just like, ah.
It's like some Superman 3 stuff.
Yeah, your ass is
Office
$5 off on your tax report, and there'll be people at your door. But this chick,
those money was going to Israel, Arch, and instead they went to that woman. She robbed them out.
You know, this isn't really helping the case of Denmark being an absolute shit country.
this is just the inevitable consequence of organizations this big. It's like the guy who was just billing Google for shit that he didn't do. He was just sending them bills, and they were paying them.
Oh, I remember
Wait, did
you
that
talking
happen?
about that.
No fucking way. Did the guy
It
actually
did.
Yep.
What was he actually guilty of something?
Yeah, it's technically not legal.
I mean,
Such as
it
that in
was
freedom
a
dollars.
bill, though. It was just a bill to him.
The problem was he listed the service, which he didn't actually do. Like, if he had basically just sent them bills with something that he was doing, like, because there's a legal way to do this scam. If he sent them a bill saying, oh, you're registered on my website, like this is your registration fee, this is your maintenance fee, and he actually had a website with the company registered, this would be legal if he'd gotten them to pay it.
Yeah, or really doing anything else like a labor job. For example, hey, I fixed your pipes. Here's your bill. And you just, bang a fucking wrench on a pipe. There you go, I fixed it.
Yeah, so long as he could have proven that he'd actually done something to bill them for, but he wasn't that clever, unfortunately.
Okay, so I'm taking notes for the next time I need to do anything and figure out how to extort money out of business. Got it.
Let me do a couple of these. Volodymyr, in unrelated news, a Polish priest arrested for assaulting man with an axe and setting him on fire.
Poland, once again, being pretty darn cool.
It's true. That's pretty cool, yes.
Yeah, they have pretty tight border security, right? Like out of like all those countries over there.
That it's like, oh, it's funny with their wall gate, whatever. They hose people down with firefighting grade like water pressure, or they'll shoot them. One of the two.
Zonta, arch menacingly. I know where you live, Zonta. Me, oblivious. Joke's on you. I already know where I live. How's fun? I prefer Legion. Give more money to Legion. Lazy bastards. Sensible Center, do you think YouTube in the UK will get this ID stuff? I believe they will have to, yes, because they're also a Category 1 site, so they will also have to do that eventually. I mean, I'm surprised YouTube... I'm surprised YouTube hasn't done it already. Like, listen, YouTube has the currently ongoing war against ad blockers. Eventually, YouTube will, once they realize that this has become socially acceptable enough, they're going to introduce like forced verification too, so as to combat ad blockers, so they can track your fucking internet connection for anomalies or something.
You ignorant slut.
Friedrich, F58, the British government, we must protect children from porn so that innocence can be taken away by Muslims. Yeah, like, I mean, that's one other thing. It's a bit rich for the United Kingdom's government to be like, we are going to protect the children. Are you though? Hello. Why you hating? Hail out, Fish V and Guest. Long live VPNs. I mean, anyone who's a CEO of a VPN is happy right now. They're reinvesting. They're probably building out infrastructure as quickly as they conceivably can.
Cloudflare is banning VPNs in UK.
Of course they would, yeah.
You know, I should have put in some more money for VPN stocks. Ugh, I should have seen this coming.
It's not just that, but any VPN, any British VPN can no longer offer services to British people.
There's going to be a lot of Americans living in Britain now. According to the internet and VPN.
I swear to God, what we need is a second Exodus. Just traveling to America. Like, okay, well, you're not as tyrannical yet. and hoping that they remain not as tyrannical for a while longer. Or fuck China.
Oh, no, they're getting.
I swear to God, I'm getting to be on VPAV sign here. Where, like, okay, China is obviously censorious, but the rules are at least clear. The rule is don't speak out about government, otherwise lie, cheat, embezzle. We don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Wild, Wild West.
Yeah.
It's not ideal, but it's starting to have a certain appeal.
You know, is it bad when even North Korea has better guidelines in terms of what people can and can't do?
Animate Acumen.
Pretty good.
Get supported, nerds. Does this count as furry money? Yes.
Arch is now the keeper of the pony porn, so It's brony money too.
And 5 ArchCast memberships too. Thank you very much. Oh, of course, one of the main casualties of this war against fun is a Studio Y. Unfortunately, due to recent laws and regulation in the UK and many US states, we are forced to block access to Pony Waifu Sim.
Arch was heartbroken, but don't worry, Arch did clarify he owns every single version of the game that has ever existed.
Like, this is just wrong. This is just evil. They're taking away our cartoon horses now.
Did you make sure to download Friendship with Benefits or whatever?
No,
On Steam.
I haven't, because funding for that slowed and basically stopped for a while. I don't think chat is that interested.
Wait. Hold on. Arch, are you telling me that the magic of friendship no longer applies in the United Kingdom?
Nope.
Yes. Let's
Sad,
see.
very, very sad.
I think.
Trick or treat.
Okay, it's still up on itch.io, so there you go. It's still available to a certain degree.
Oh, good. What?
That is a brilliant description.
What?
Yeah, I need a new donor alert. Lum, how about you read this?
Huh? Oh my god. I don't want to, though.
But
I don't want to, though. Why?
Lum is being combative again, chat. Just how she is.
$150, I'll read it. You have to.
Jesus, she's so expensive. How the hell do you have such a high maintenance co-host, Arch?
Because this is going to be a sound alert that is going to be playing at least 25 times per stream.
Just clip out that one thing. There we go. Look at that, chat. Don't tell me that would make for a perfect announcement. I can't believe they came for Pony Waifu Simulator. Thank you for the support, Adam Acumen.
My God.
YouTubemized? Has V ever answered why he ate a pigeon? Because he was hungry.
I never ate the pigeon, though. It just flew away and never came back.
He wasn't fast enough to catch the pigeon. Next time he'll eat the pigeon live on
Listen
stream.
to this, Arch. This just it. The Online Safety Act makes it an offense to say something that is false, which causes non-trivial psychological harm. Platforms would also be forced to proactively censor the speech. The Tories deserve their extinction, and reform will restore free speech.
So if someone gets triggered, does it matter who? Like, who decides that?
Technically, no. It doesn't matter who. That's kind of also the problem, but it'll only be enforced in certain ways. Because this was already law on the books in the UK for quite a while. It is illegal, for example, to make a woman feel uncomfortable. That is illegal.
There's so many things. Oh my God. That's crazy.
Because there was actually a guy who was arrested because he was, an awkward teenager, basically, trying to hit on his high school crush.
Right. I was going to say, like, just trying to, like, ask a girl out could actually make someone uncomfortable.
Yeah, and he was worried about it because he was, like, fucking 16 and has no idea how to talk to women. And so
now they're not going to. Ever.
You make me feel uncomfortable. And she goes to the fucking police and they arrest his ass. And he goes through the entire legal fucking process. Like, he goes to court until eventually the judge, thank God, goes like, listen, this is fucking retarded.
This happened? Oh my God.
Yeah, this happened. This is a whole thing.
I can't believe it.
This was an actual full-on thing in the UK. So, yeah, the United Kingdom. And again, like, that's what the wording is. Like, non-trivial psychological harm means literally anything the court wants it to. And
Yeah,
the thing
I
is
guess
too,
it's
like
kinda
this
like,
will sometimes have counterproductive effects. There was a guy in the UK who sued women's gyms because he was like, okay, this is a women's gym. That's not legal anymore. That's discrimination. And he wins. But it's because also the government doesn't do this because it's specifically leftism. They simply do it because leftism at the moment is what benefits them the most. So they don't care if a couple of feminists get caught in the crosshairs.
I have to say to Lum, if you want to like buy stock in something, I would say AI girlfriends right now.
No. Fuck, what was it called? The orifice.
No,
The
no,
orifice?
no,
The orifice.
no, not again. No, not again. Stop it. No.
Ah, there it is. The orifice
No.
AI.
You're making
God
her
damn it.
uncomfortable. I think you're going to get arrested here soon.
Let me see.
Oh my god.
I
Arch,
can
no, we don't
find
have to
it.
go through this again.
There we go. Allow me to introduce you to the orifice AI. It plays Mario
It
now.
looks high tech.
You can play Mario with it now.
Yeah, it's got like you
What?
can see a little Mario screen on it.
What
oh
the fuck?
no!
So this was the thing
Is
where
that
they were doing these little
Fleshlight or
ads.
something.
Yep.
Yeah, they've got AI women. So the orifice AI, you can customize your AI waifu, and then you mount the orifice AI on your desk, and
Mount
your
it all
AI
right.
waifu reacts to the interactions. And they've got a whole host of like plans for how to do this. I think it's still like in the basically Kickstarter stage at this point.
But Arch, what is the orifice for?
But is it dishwasher safe?
The orifice is for speaking into on YouTube, of course.
Oh wait, hold on. That wasn't Mario. That's fucking Flappy Bird on that screen.
Oh, it kind of looks like Mario.
Also, when you
Nope.
thrust, the bird just jumps.
Here we go.
Possibly. Been interesting. Like, we've already got people beating Dark Souls on like a trombone or something. I want to see somebody beat Dark Souls on the Orifice AI. That would be
Anyway,
fun.
I need to bounce.
No,
Thanks
no
for
hit,
having
no
me.
hump.
Oh, you gotta
Jimmy.
go, V? Oh yeah, V. Let me know what time you need me on stream tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, I will.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
The Auto Blow AI Ultra.
What the fuck? that looks like an air purifier.
But Llama is right though. Like this technology is coming, literally.
Oh, see what you did there.
And it's going to be a big fucking problem. It's still probably like 20 years away before it becomes a real issue, but oh yeah, this is going to be nightmarish. This is going to be absolutely fucking nightmarish. And it'll have Grok integration, I'm sure.
You know, with
Imagine
the
to use that, you'll have to scan your junk first to verify.
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
oh, just imagine you like for some reason you buy one of these secondhand, it won't let you use it because your shit
Oh.
doesn't match it.
Ew. Second hand.
I have.
That ain't
I'm
right.
sure with expensive
Lightly
expensive things
used.
like this.
It said on eBay.
Now imagine integrating it to Pony Waifu Simulator.
Arch, stop putting your fetishes onto everybody else.
Imagine chat. Flutter
Well, if it made
Mare
them run
speaking to
faster.
you. I'm just waiting for Elon to make like a horse on his Grok service. It's gonna happen.
You think so?
Yep, he's gotta have to. He
Well,
must.
like an AI, like the avatar option.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, he already made a Red Panda, so
Yeah, that was kind of like
Ponies
the
are
catch
next.
parts of the furry community, so he needs to get the ponies in there. Anyway, Lumi loves feet. Hello, Lum Lum. Hail Arch. High rest. Soon, Lumi will soon hit. Soon, Lum Lum will soon hit 7K subscribers. To celebrate, Lumi has put me in charge with acquiring 100 gallons of Arch Special sauce. Arch, I trust you'll be able to provide your thickest, creamiest, and tangiest batch yet for the occasion.
Well,
It's Lumi's favorite.
there's $150. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. False alarm. I thought I saw something. Where you had to read something.
The forbidden one just keeps hurting me.
It's because there is now an official Arch burger, and it has a special sauce, which Lum apparently really likes.
No!
I don't like you saying special sauce, considering what we just talked about.
It's rich and creamy.
And apparently very yellow.
A bit bleachy.
Yep, the yellow. Well aged.
My tummy already hurts and I feel sick today. You're gonna make it worse.
Well, that's your problem.
Unfortunately, it is.
Yes, Brandon, for $150. Money for Lumi. Read the message. Do it, fish.
Wait, hold on. Did he?
Yep, on Streamlabs.
Was it?
Brandon!
Oh. Suck it up, Lum.
You better be sending me that money today, Arch. Or does your accountant need to be like, what does this Mexican want? Fuck! I should have put it to 300.
Do it.
A deal's a fucking deal, I guess. I better get that money by the end of the day, Arch.
Now, with passion, Lum. Seductively.
Okay.
Make us believe it.
Shit. Fine. Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery buttery butt? Fuck. Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery buttery butt?
That was
I heard butt fuck
interrupted
in there.
by Llama laughing. Again, Lum. That's good. Do it. Slightly slower. Bit more Fluttershy. Yes.
I'm not good. I don't have a voice like Fluttershy. I hate you. Fine. Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery buttery butt?
There you go.
I hate you.
There it is. Make the
I hate
redeem.
you.
Make it happen.
I better get this money by the end of the day, Arch.
That's a new dono alert.
New alert.
Oh, God. Okay, I need to...
I want that money by the end of the day. I'm gonna send you the invoice right now.
I need to fucking get this to my pony artist.
Oh, no. You know what? Now I need to change my Discord profile picture. It's now making me uncomfortable because of you having me read that.
Really
I'll
proud
have
of
him make you a new icon.
Ignorant slut.
God.
Nightmare Demon, Lumi, now that the curry is funded, when are we starting the Arch Recycling like Chris Chan Fund? Never. Dan Schneider, bring back my Nickelodeon girls. Oh, God. Yeah, there was a whole genre of that, like the teen shows with hot young women. That was a whole fucking genre.
Filthy Frank had a whole song about it just called Nickelodeon Girls. Miss Filthy Frank. But Joji is doing a great job.
Skikedo, hello gang. Dystopia ho, did Lum give her expert opinion on the Bat Mexican trailer? Has it also been like 30 degrees where you are, Arch? Get winter. Yes. Yes, it has. It's fucking awful. I hate it.
I haven't even seen it.
It is awful. It is warm, and I don't like it. Humble Grigsman, greetings. I finished the rites of War Vod, and it was cool to see what 40k looked like in my birth year. Fund of your choice. The Anti-Lum Fund.
Huh? Why anti-Lum? Lum's good fish.
We'll make her read more terrible things.
No.
Yeah, no
Brandon
sound bites
wouldn't
from you.
know. Close I got to torture porn was Saw 1 and 2, and those had a story. Funny thing someone showed was a phone date on Saw. Was September 10th, 2001. A long, long time ago. And I'm a Demon in 1984 was set in Britain, after all. They need 1776. They do. We need a Cromwell to rise and purge the place. Etc. There's a reason they are called Knife Crime Island. Also, lies, damned lies, and statistics. All coming from the government. Gus of the Dorks. Any thoughts on devs supporting censorship and removing people on the net for being too right-wing? It's a dev. He does not have principles either. So Jard, wait till Oswald Mosley 2.0 comes along to the UK and takes over. Then these laws can be used to destroy oppressive leftism. Worm and Foxhole. God, I really do hope there'll be some sort of a general awakening in the not-too-distant future. We really badly fucking need one.
I think it's happening. I mean, it's starting to shift that way. People are just slowly just like getting pushed and pushed more and more. And I mean, it can only take so much for this long. It's kind of insane.
I sure as hell hope so, but at the same time, I feel like people should have broken a long time ago. Has been
I
going
think
on for
so,
like
too.
10 years.
I think so.
Need to become less tolerant. Intolerance was a virtue, as it turns out. Unironically, yes, intolerance of government is a virtue. That is the truth we need to embrace. Luminov's feed, 2 days censorship seems to be targeted at things that appeal to straight men. Be it ugly women in video games or government laws banning sight. Lumicast.
It's like, even with all the censorship and people act like sides that hate each other are banding together to, wanting to get rid of this bullshit, there's still people that are just like, oh, this censorship is obviously Republicans or right-leaning people trying to silence queer voices, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. This is going after everybody. This is an everybody problem. Get your head out of your fucking ass and let's find a solution. Together we can fight after we're done with this. They still want to divide people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no. This is a time where we just need to band together. Because I've been seeing people who are like, people who are on the left, on the right, people who hate furries, banding together with the furries to stop all of this. The only people that are still bitching are antis. Because, of course, they are.
Lum wishes to band together with the furries and be their friend.
Shut the fuck up, Arch. And plus, I already have friends that are furries, so shut up.
Chat, see if you can find a nice foot-focused novella, and we can have Lum read that.
No.
To punish Lum for her insolence.
No.
Nightmare Demon, the right enjoys losing. It is their hobby. It seems like it. It's not good. Look, Octavian, so when are we going to see Arch versus Sargon? A morality police debate. We should have that on Ironly, because I think Sargon's position is now going to start antagonizing people, which is not good. I'll need to yell at him about that at some point. Enigma, how long till talking about Epstein becomes hate speech? I'm surprised that isn't already. Well, America's a little bit further behind on all of this, so it's probably going to take a while longer before they get as far into it. But the way things are going, it's going to happen. Because Trump was like the last barrier, I think, between this. Because he did seem like he genuinely wanted to bring it up and talk about it and reveal it. And he hired people that said they were going to talk about it and reveal it.
Right.
And then he turned around, which Again, I don't know the fuck what happened. Like, lots of people.
That's very confusing. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I kind of just want to like have a bit more transparency.
Yeah, because you have several people who built seemingly their entire career and life on going like, no, this is terrible, this is awful, we can't allow this to happen, we must release the Epstein file. Then they're put in a position where they can do it, and suddenly there is no Epstein file. So I really want to know what the fuck they showed these people to make them 360 like that, or 180. Like, complete turnaround.
Like, how bad is this? Like, I mean, if it like, I don't care if it exposes both sides, like people on both sides. Like, I want to see, like, just get them out.
Oh yeah, it must be way worse than that. It can't just be both sides, because it's.
Oh no.
And I don't even think it's because Trump is on it, like some people say. I think it's got to be worse.
Society crippling or something.
It has to be something so bad we can't even fucking imagine it. Like, I think it's fucking aliens or demons or some shit. I don't even know.
Fucking Cthulhu.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be some crazy nonsense like that. Like, we've been ruled by space aliens for the last 70 years and we just haven't noticed. Bloodthirsty from Americans, call your representative about HR 987. Is that the anti-payment processor bill?
I believe so.
Maybe, because I'm all for that. Yes, payment processors should be made to kneel. They should be brought low. Forced to operate simply as payment processors and nothing more. Like, no. You exist to transfer money from point A to point B. That is all you are empowered to do.
I mean, it's like net neutrality, right? I mean, it's just like you are a utility.
Yeah,
like that's it. You're just a tool.
Yeah,
it's like I'm this close to just starting to ask artists that I enjoy, like, hey, can I just send you an envelope of money? Because at this point, Visa and MasterCard are pissing me off.
Yeah, carrier pigeon.
Yes.
Eventually, smoke signals.
Or like wire transfers.
Carrier pigeon of money. Well, foot-shaped envelope.
All right.
I
like that.
The Pakistani national. Canada was also working on digital ID, but it didn't go anywhere. For once, Canada has been less ridiculous than Britain. It can happen, apparently. It's just rare. Anyways, enough of Fluttermare, or the Archburger. There you go. So the T app. Now, Lum has, of course, been a frequent user of the T app.
I may be stupid, but I'm not a retard. Excuse me.
Let's see. I think we actually found Lum's picture on there somewhere.
No!
That would be good.
No! Arch.
There we go.
That is not the picture of me in your mind now! Stop it!
I'm being introduced to so many memes about you, Lum.
No!
Lum.
I already told you, I am an underbaked Mexican. I am as white as freshly fallen snow. Stop it!
Correct light.
In the correct way!
That is definitely my mental image of Lum now. All of it.
Though?
Including, like, the bath hood that she's wearing for some reason.
Why?
Also, the kind of people who take selfies like this, where they, like, kind of just push their nose, like, how would you even hold the camera? You'd, like, hold it right up to your nose or something and take a picture. Like, why? And why did this fly as ID, honestly?
Ignorant slut. That could have just been a profile picture.
Maybe this was Lum's profile picture. It's possible.
No! I don't like taking pictures of myself. I haven't posted pictures of myself since I was in high school.
I can see why. I think the piercings in the
Shut up,
nose was a
Arch.
mistake.
Arch! Shut up!
But this, of course, happened, the T Leak app. So T was a website where women could log on and talk shit about their dates, basically. I'm
it's like-
surprised there was the
Yeah,
need for
spill
an
the
app like
tea.
that.
It wasn't exactly like, you know, a bunch of women getting together to just only talk shit. It was
They rated
It's-
men, right? Like they had
it was
like their profiles and stuff.
it was essentially a database where people would submit their own information that they had on a guy, ranging from full name, where he lives, what he does for work, if he's married, stuff like that. And there would be no verification for anything that was put on there about the dude. Because
They could just get all pissed off and just make up some shit.
yes, they can make up some shit. They could just be like, "Oh yeah, no, this dude, he sexually harassed me. He did this, and then everyone will just be like, "Oh, thank you for letting us know, Queen. You're right."
Lum
So-
knows
so
a
it's
lot
like-
about this app for somebody who claims to not be on it.
Because I know how to read,
Fire is
Arch.
the answer.
I know, shocking. I know how to read. I've been listening to other people talk about this.
I'm
It's
just glad I'm
wild.
married right now, and I don't have to do any dating, online dating, any of that bullshit. It's I
Well,
don't know.
mean,
I just feel bad for anyone that's like single right now and just having to navigate through this.
well, it's like it's not even just people that they went out with dates with. It's literally any man that someone has interacted with. They can just make an entire thing about it.
Okay.
So, for example, since you're going through your baby's first cancellation campaign, somebody could just throw shit up there about you.
I bet you there's people that just like make up shit all the time. Like they just like in their minds they're just like, okay, let me. How many fake stories can I publish on this app today?
Yeah.
Like you know that there are.
Just write it up like fan fiction, pretty much.
Yeah, it is. There's fanfic. That's their fanfic app. Like literally, there are crazy people like that. They will do that.
There are plenty of crazy people like that.
Well, yeah, we covered a couple of them talking about you, Archly. Because don't forget, you're literally Hitler of Warhammer 40k.
Yeah. How many stories of you were on there, Arch?
That's pretty
A couple.
normal.
Okay, Arch, do you think the ex that tried killing you would put stuff up there about you?
No, she liked me.
What about the one that gave you your face scar?
Oh, she liked me too. All of my exes liked me. Not a problem.
Even the one you emotionally neglected?
Is that for real? Is this like Arch lore?
Yes.
Oh my god.
The one I
Okay.
emotionally rejected probably liked me the most because she asked to meet me again years later to gain like reconciliation and severance.
Mm.
What about the one you kicked in the face?
Yeah, that was a shorter entanglement.
I see.
Like I said, my famous quote: "If you want a woman, a white woman, you must be willing to treat her like a dog would treat her."
Is that why you want a delicious brown woman instead?
The worse they're treated, the better they like it, Lum. It's simply just the
They
truth
want,
of
they
your
want
kind.
they want the bad boys. They don't want
Arch,
the
bad boy.
nicer ones. Eventually they settle for the nice ones
Oh, just
after they're rode hard and put up with.
I think you're the first person that I ever heard calling Arch a fucking bad boy.
No, plenty of people have
I'm
called me a
sorry.
bad person before. It's normal.
Well, yeah, you're a bad person, but never a bad boy.
Ooh, what do I win?
Oh, man, funny.
It just goes a long way to demonstrate that stuff you put online is not safe and will eventually, when it's leaked, humiliate you. Like, for example, this woman who apparently verified her profile from a Air Force base.
What the fuck?
What?
Yes. So she verified her profile from an Air Force base, which is not great. And she needs clearance to work on this, like it's one of those secret clearance bases.
Mm-hmm.
And her data leaked out, including her Department of Defense license, which is what she used to
God.
ID herself. So the ID
Why
ID
would she
leaked.
do that?
And her details leaked. So this is a classic case of a 5'3", 200-pound woman working for the Department of Defense.
Those are some numbers.
You know,
Classic American, though.
it's like, why do so many people in the military think it's a good idea to post pictures of the base that you're on?
And we have, of course, a live action shot of the individual in question.
Well, it's not going to get a whole lot of kickback from that gun. Should be pretty stationary.
Yep, she's built.
No,
she's
no,
built to
no
last.
recoil there. Yeah.
Butter golem, Jesus Christ.
And the whole T app has been kind of disastrous. And apparently, the worst part too is so it was technically accessed inappropriately by someone, right? But apparently, the thing was just sitting there, virtually unguarded. Like there wasn't any encryption or anything, any safeguards. People just needed to know where to access this thing, and voila. So, yeah, this is why you don't trust the internet, why you do not trust the government, why you don't trust the internet in general, any site with your personal information, because it will eventually get out there. And then random strangers will mock you on the internet.
It's all just in a paste bin. Oh, it's so sad. And it's like, they claim that all of your stuff will be deleted within 24 hours. Apparently, some of the shit that was in there is from 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's
And
nonsense.
it's all these. It's women just they are uploading all the information on these guys, like without their knowledge, basically.
Yep. It's basically a stalking app.
Oh my god.
Oh, do you want to show the map that somebody made out of all of the driver's licenses?
I saw that with the pins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh man.
There's a lot of pins.
That's the whole country just covered with pins.
There be bitches everywhere, people. You're not safe.
That's
You know, there's not as
Karens.
many on the West Coast that I would have assumed. Unless they're all just layered on top of each other, you can't tell the difference.
There is a small gap. Appears to be maybe in Utah or Nevada or something.
I mean, nothing ever happens in Utah. You can't even drink alcohol in Utah. So that makes sense. They're just a bunch of Mormons.
Mm-mm.
I got in contact with my pony artist. He's gonna draw seductive pony lum now.
Do you still have my reference sheet?
Not sure. We could do proper pony lum.
I have a reference sheet. Do you need it?
Yes. Give.
Okay, I'll send it.
Tea. But on the bright side, I can't think this is just women bitching about people. Not that serious. It's just a valuable lesson that you shouldn't entrust the government with your stuff.
Yeah.
Very, very valuable lesson.
I mean, they have your documents anyway, like your government IDs and everything, right? I mean, it's. I don't know how you not separate the two.
Well, it's like the government already has all of your papers and stuff, but it's like I don't want my accounts a link to my government name. It's like nobody else needs to know that I play a mermaid on the internet.
That occasionally a mermaid. More usually as a foot fetishist.
Shut up, Arch. Stop with your narratives. It's like the only people who know who I am is YouTube because they pay me, Kick because they pay me, Throne because they pay me, Arch because he pays me. Yeah.
God, I would like some way to inform parents of their Lum's activities.
No.
You need to explain to your parents what you do on the internet, Lum. They need to know.
Yes, scan your feet for payment.
Yes.
No.
And if they're the wrong kind of feet, you don't get paid anymore.
The wrong kind.
Lumi's not a real fish. Unfortunately, I am not a real fish. I am not a fish that's just, that learned how to speak English.
Also, speaking
I'm
of
sorry.
fat American soldiers, I want to point out, not all soldiers need to be fat. Okay, as we've recently seen from the Thai-Cambodian conflict.
The question.
Look at this handsome chap here, firing off his RPK. Look at him.
Yeah.
Peak physical form. I love his ass crack is hanging out as he vibrates firing the weapon. And nothing in particular. I think he's just having fun most of the time. The other guy just just lies there, completely uncaring. This has been a hilarious little fucking war. Because you've got the Cambodians. They have, like, no equipment. They've got no gear. They're half-naked dudes with rifles. And then you have the Thai people with camouflage and actual weapons, jet fighters and bombs, versus literal barefoot savages with AKs.
I mean, they blend into the trees really well, though.
I adore that. You go there, puts down his RPK, like picks up the RPG list.
I mean, that could be, West Virginia in like, a decade or so. Something like that broke out in the US.
Plaps
people
all around
mountains.
over there.
Just
Also, you met
stockpiling their weapons.
Chackle. You met Chackle, Arch. Make Lum small.
Ah, small lum. I also love that he doesn't check for the backblast of his RPG at all, as demonstrated by the fact he knocks over the camera when he fires it. He's just a happy little amateur. He's just having fun.
Damn.
Do you think this is what child soldiers feel like once they get used to the kickback of a gun?
Probably. Well, child soldiers might have a pretty happy existence in some regards, This is what war should be like. Like none of this faggotry, none of the drones or weapons or armor or camouflage, none of that bullshit. No, I want half-naked dudes in the fucking woods. That's what I want. I want this guy who's just driving on a fucking World War II Katyusha taking selfies like, look at me, I'm going to war.
You could probably say with the use of drones and long-range warfare, it kind of took the intimacy out of war.
Yes.
You don't really get to feel the same way anymore.
You don't. Whereas this guy, he's not using some kind of range-finding system. He doesn't know what he's shooting at. He just cranks the elevation on his fucking Katyusha and just starts ripping. That's all he gives a shit about.
Wouldn't you, though, if you had that?
Exactly.
He's letting God guide those missiles.
It's like Big Boy fireworks.
It's way more honest,
They speak tree. They do.
This is what warfare needs to become, yet again. This is what we need war to be. I mean, not like the Thais. The Thai army are gay, are faggoty. Look at them. They clear the firing area. They move away before pulling the thing. Like, they're taking safety precautions. Fuck that. This motherfucker is standing 5 feet away of an active rocket launcher that's 70 years old. He's filming, goddammit. He's driving with the weapon fully elevated. It's probably loaded. It's probably fucking loaded.
It's 100% loaded.
But Arch, you gotta understand, OSHA violations. What if OSHA takes away your guns for not following the rules?
No. This is what we need. I guarantee you, there's fucking 122 mil rockets in that thing right now that could fall out the back at any moment and
holy
fucking yeet him and anybody near him into the stratosphere. Doesn't give a shit.
Arch.
Doesn't give a shit.
Acknowledge.
I acknowledge that warfare should be like this.
Acknowledge the doctor.
Oh, my Streamlabs thing crashed. Thanks.
Acknowledge.
Okay, I'm loading it. I have loaded it. Now I just need to have it reload again. The Dr. Topo Arch. If you like child soldiers, you should try watching Gundam, Iron Blood Orphans. I do like child soldiers. I think we should use more child soldiers, honestly. But I don't like Gundam Iron Blood Orphans. I think that was a shit fucking anime. Awful. I hated every second of it.
You know, Arch, I just got a brilliant idea. So, you know how the illegals don't want to leave the country? And how they usually have anchor babies and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Child soldiers, right there.
Yeah, I think if you hit 18, you shouldn't be allowed to be in the military anymore. Like, you age out. You know, you hire them at, like, what, 12? Yeah, 12 is a good age. And they ship them out of the military at 18, okay? Because that's the kind of warriors you need. You need the guys that are having a little bit of fun with this whole thing, who don't really think that far ahead, who lives in the now, you know? That's what we need.
They don't have dreams or aspirations outside of becoming a unicorn or a dinosaur when they grow up.
Yeah. And again, like, wars would be much quicker. Like, there'd be tons of accidents, you know? Nobody would be worried about casualty rates. They'd just run at each other with rifles, firing from the hip. All of it, everything would be better if we legalized child soldiers. Although maybe we could have, like, a higher age rate in the artillery, because I wouldn't want to... Like, look at this guy. This is his dream. He finally gets to drive out in the countryside and blow up his neighbor's fucking house. Like, he's wanted to do this for decades, you know? Again, he's not aiming at anything. Look, it's the exact same elevation. Exact same elevation. The motherfucker just pulled over somewhere. He didn't even take the time to right the barrels. He pulled over somewhere at an angle and just whoosh, 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 whoosh. I love it.
That's just his, like, everyday vehicle. Like, I mean, that's nothing special to him. But now he gets to, you know, press the button, launch some rockets.
Yeah. Like, he's never gotten to do that before. They give him, like, dummy rounds or simulated firing practices and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He probably couldn't wait to get out and start firing. That's probably why he just pulled over somewhere. We need more of this. This is what we need. I don't even know why they're fighting. I have no fucking clue. Thailand, Cambodia. Territory? Golds? Women?
Yeah, I'm not sure. This is kind of news to me. I didn't realize that was happening.
I didn't know they ever stopped fighting.
Let's see. Thai-Cambodia war. Why?
Oh, border disputes.
Oh,
Again.
okay.
What's behind the tension? This is not a recent dispute. In fact, I'm trying to come on. It's back from on a century. Oh, damn. It's the French's fault. Okay, so the French, just when they pulled out, arbitrarily drew some borders on the map, not asking them the locals. And so the locals have been disputing this shit for the last 100 years.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Thai soldiers deployed a drone and fired shots into the air. God, I imagine a view of just dozens of soldiers just doing the Middle Eastern celebration, just blasting in the air, shouting.
You know, I wonder how Laos feels about this, with Cambodia and Thailand just always fighting.
Does Laos have an army?
I don't know. Half the time I forget Laos exists, but then I remember they have a pretty decent amount of land.
Cambodia, Thailand, Laos. Yeah, there's Laos. Okay, so they probably have a military too. More AKs. Yeah, like, in the eternal worlds of Arnold Schwarzkopf, if they want to act like 3rd century barbarians, limit them to 3rd century barbarian weapons. That's what we're doing. This is good. Don't give them nukes, don't give them drones, don't give them anything crazy. Just give them AKs and Soviet surplus and let them have at it. Cocaine champagne. Are they fighting over cocaine?
Vietnam has to be keeping a wary eye on the situation. Every time Cambodia pops off, they seem to have to go in there and clean it up.
Does Vietnam
sounds
have an
about right.
army? Probably does, doesn't it? More AKs. Again, see, this is how it should be. They're all using the same shit. It's fair, you know? Yeah.
I like their funny little hats.
Heresy's the
I
question.
approve of this.
Fire is the
I think we should encourage more of this. We should be banning things like the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Bullshit that upends everything. Where all of the parties are try-harding. Stop that shit. Force them to fight in the good old-fashioned way.
Oh, like those the exploding drones, like chasing
Yeah.
people down. Like, yeah, that's
I hate
messed up,
that.
man.
Ban that shit.
That's depressing to see that.
Yeah, ban that shit. Force them to do stuff like this instead. And again, it's so dehumanizing as well. Like, there was one footage of a dude like seeing a drone, thinking it was one of his own, like reaching out his hands and they drop like a fucking firebomb on his ass.
Yeah, God, that's not the care package you wanted.
Yeah. There was also footage of like a dude just sitting in a field, obviously not fighting, obviously not resisting, and the
I've
drone
seen
just
a bunch
waits
of
for a
these.
while.
Yeah, they kind of like fly near him. He just kind of he gives up. He's just sad, and it's like, well, I know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, and the drone just kills him.
It's miserable. That's miserable.
It's a dehumanizing weapon is the problem. Makes it too much like literally a video game. Don't like it. Ban
It is.
drones.
Yeah, it's like Ender's Game.
Ban drones. Ban drones. Treat drone operators extraordinarily poorly. Smack their nuts repeatedly. Take lessons from Cambodia. Return war to a more good old-fashioned way. But again, not the time. Like, look at this guy. He can't even keep his fucking cap on. Drop that.
Service guarantee.
The best part is, there's a moment where he's dropping it. He drops his little hat, come on. Takes out the pin. He drops it hat, and he thinks for a second, like, should I pick it up? And then he thinks, no. I'm holding, like, 5 kilograms of high explosives that I just armed. I should probably prioritize sending that on its way or something. Ah, this is what we need more of. They also didn't set up the firing plate properly either, so it buried itself into the dirt the first time they fire. That's how it's supposed to be, by the way. It's not supposed to be hanging up like that. I hope neither side wins, and I hope they keep going for a little while. Alright. Let me do a few more super chats, and then I guess we'll talk about Lum's favorite topic. Women being women other places than here.
I mean, depends on the behavior of the women.
Why you hating? I am ready to side with the aliens at this point. They might be the lesser of our current evils. It is true. Eric Helfinger, if America or Britain pops off, I think the rest of the world will. The two most powerful free countries turning on their governments. It's a powerful message. Yeah, I wish Battlefield 6 would be... Okay, anyone excited for Battlefield 6, by the way?
I've never played a single Battlefield game, so I have no feelings.
Well, the last one I played was Battlefield 1942 in Vietnam. That's forever ago.
You're a failure, Lum. And Llama is very based. Those were good games.
Oh, yeah.
1942, absolute classic, of course. Battlefield 2, also very good. Bad Company 2, probably the height of the Battlefield series.
Mhm.
And it's been struggling ever since. Really, really badly. But I hope 6 is good, because I would love some good Battlefield again. I would love that.
I would mess with people, though. I would just like drive the tank on like the airstrip and just block my own teammates from trying to take off.
But that's good, too.
It is.
They're just gonna have to learn how to like take off quicker.
Yeah, were you ever like loaded up with like explosives and then you just like detonate it when they take off? Man.
Kamikaze.
Yeah, the old TK. Yeah, every now and then I get that itch. I'm like, I gotta like mess with my teammates for a bit.
Battlefield 2 had also like one, or Bad Company 2, I think. Was it Battlefield 2 Bad Company 2? Had one of the best weapons ever. They introduced a shotgun with a solid slug in it. This shotgun was pixel accurate. The only reason why you couldn't use it as a sniper rifle was because it didn't have a scope. But you could fire it from one side of the map to the other, and it had virtually no drop-off, perfect accuracy, and there were people using aimbots to snipe from one side of the map with the other with this thing, because
just so gravity doesn't apply, just straight line.
Yes, it was basically a laser weapon. Because the developers never expected that anyone would use the shotgun in that way. Turns out they were wrong.
Okay.
Turns out they were very, very wrong.
I'm sure you can
that
macro like your mouse sensitivity and like the field of vision, like zoom in and then you get have like it could act as a sniper rifle or something. Yeah, that's nuts.
I hope Battlefield 6 will be good, but I wish they'd had the balls to just make it like American Civil War straight up, instead of the whole PMC thing. Like, oh, they're a pirate military corporation. No, just do American Civil War. That'd be funny. I'd like that. Niche XCC, you should invite RG for this stream. We should have Rachel Golden Eagle back on sometime. We should.
Mm-hmm.
Enigma, the thing we need is for the elites to turn on each other. Easier said than done, unfortunately. Marksman for House. Also, as My Little Dictator is both a turn-based combat and dating sims, that means chat can vote for one of the dictators for Arch Romance. This is the first vote. I considered Churchill, but no. Gaelic Cyrano. You'll romance the Frenchie. What? And why? What and why? Vote down debt to House. Start donating more to Legion, you lazy bastards. Legion is more fun. House doesn't need you, the Legion does.
Why did he give chat free will to vote if you wanted Legion?
Well, chat was supposed to have my will in mind. Well, Turk 5, they spilled so much tea that it overflowed into the streets. Enigma, Ashley Madison all over again. Who's that?
No.
Vulture didn't say 6. I missed the time when we only had hard cash and no cell phones. You can tell the store you pay next week. Yes. Cash was good. It was inconvenient, but it was probably good. Now, my Demon T reminds us, never trust women to do anything. And Lum, don't embezzle from poor Arch. Yeah, Lum. Stop it.
Huh. Okay, just looked up Ashley Madison. It's... The first thing that you see on the page is Ashley Madison, life is short, have an affair.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I remember. Yeah. I remember that. That was a while ago, wasn't it?
It's still around.
Cheating. Oh, it's still around.
Yep.
I remember that one now.
They leaked a lot of that stuff. It was like the leak that was the big thing.
The cheating website where you were literally going to cheat on people.
Yep. Major data breach in 2015. Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. That's,
Very unfortunate.
A lot of names came out.
I hope many successful divorce settlements were done afterwards.
Oh.
We can only hope.
It's like, imagine if your actual name was Ashley Madison. Oh, I'd have to legally change my name for free at that point.
Halcyon Asher, good evening, Norman. Fish, knockoff Pakala. Government have no idea about information tech. Remember, government playing with cybersecurity are like kids playing with actual firearms. Yes. This is largely one of the problems with giving the government access to your information. They'll misplace it. Basically guaranteed they'll misplace
First
it.
is the question. Fire is the answer.
Mallory, it was 18.5 mil Brita stole from the government. Halson Asher becomes a member. Thank you, sir. Lucian the Witch, I'm the dancing demon. Watch me twirl and hop and spin. I'm quick to give a smile, but I won't forget your sins. I don't know what to post. Well, you could just post Lum Lum in jet engine.
Shut up! I had to unmute my microphone. Or you can donate towards Morehouse.
Rito Zebra, Mario go down the hole. Yes.
Oh, Archie's EP.
Well, Enigma, women, where are all the men? Answer, in prison for asking you out when he was 16. Trogon 739 Arch, I must know, only 150 for Lumi to read the thing. Yeah, she's pretty cheap like that. You can get her to read anything for that price, apparently.
Hey, I don't like being greedy.
Huh.
Ignorant slut.
You know, Chad,
Because they
if you
don't
want to
have
be
this-
really terrible people, there's an opportunity here with the Arch special creamy sauce and Lum Lum's willingness to read things.
You guys have a
What
real
the fuck's
special
wrong with you?
relationship.
Oh yeah, Arch. The figure that I got you is going to be delivered on Tuesday, so
Yeah.
I will send it out your way. Probably within the next couple of weeks once I figure out who I'm going to use to ship it.
And yes, Lava, we do. Lum Lum likes being bullied. I'm just providing.
Well, how did y'all even meet? Like, how did this even happen?
Lum Lum
It
was
was
being bad at
complete-
video games.
Oh,
Nuh-uh.
okay.
I
Yeah.
was playing Stellar. Shut up. I was playing Stellar Blade, and I was stuck at one of the endgame boss fights, and Arch just randomly shows up at my channel. I didn't know who the fuck he was. I never heard of him before. I literally called him the ArchCast for like a week, and he invited me onto the podcast, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you can on the podcast, whatever." And then he said I could just stop by whenever I want, and then I just cemented myself here.
Oh, so you never left? Okay, got it. Got
Nope,
it.
I never left.
Okay.
He likes the abuse.
I will say it's fun being your friend, Arch.
In her own life, she just abuses others, so this is a refreshing change of pace for her.
Oh, I do not. Shut up.
I mean, that's what friends are for. I mean, you gotta harass and abuse each other and say horrible things.
I don't like saying horrible things to him. He knows this. I don't like making people feel bad unless it's people that I hate or commies.
Oh, I'm okay. Yeah, with my friends, it's usually I make them feel bad.
Lum Lum is
Like
replacing
the more
kids.
insulting my friends are, like the better. Like that means they like me. It's very endearing.
I mean, it's like,
Like if they're polite to me, I get worried. I'm like, did I do something wrong? You didn't call me asshole or dickhead today?
I mean, it's like I'll do that sometimes. I just don't like, go all super crazy because I'm afraid that I'll legitimately hurt somebody's feelings and then they won't tell me and then I'll just be stirring on it.
So on the list says hamburger. Arch. Hamburger Arch. Hamburger Arch. Hamburger Arch. Hamburger Arch. Lum Lum. Go to your local McDonald's and purchase the Hamburger Arch.
And
There's
give
no
me some
Arch
give me
burger.
some nuggies, please. Barbecue sauce. Want some nuggies?
But Arch, there's no Arch burger in the States. I think that's a British thing.
You
wherever
can
the fuck
ship
that's from.
the Arch Burger, and it will be fine because it's made entirely of preservatives.
Even if that is true, no.
Dr. Lursk, to bring this full circle, they could integrate a Judge Dredd-style user lock into those AI toys. Either version from the movie works, Taser or Boom. The orifice AI comes with a small guillotine. That's not good. That is actually bad. And Baranga 2, possible new Dread movie directed by Taiki Waititi. My monkey paw curled. It did. It'll be funny.
Dread, that last Dread was so good.
It was amazing.
Yeah. We need that.
But this one is going to be directed by the guy who made Thor Dark World.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. That's not the good one, is it?
No, it isn't.
Nope.
No. Okay. Well.
I mean, Arch, I know that you are super, super excited for the Wolfenstein TV series.
Now, okay, so what's going to happen? It's going to have the Man in the High Castle effect.
Mm-hmm.
So, did either one of you watch Man in the High Castle?
Yes.
No, I haven't, actually.
So, Man in the High Castle, based on a series of books in which the Axis won the Second World War. And the main plot device is like a VHS tape, a recording from our world, showing the Allies' victory over the Allies. Oh, Allies' victory over the Allies. Allies' victory over the Axis. This becomes kind of like a mythical item that the heroes of the movie try to smuggle around Nazi America to try and keep it safe and spread the idea that, no, this isn't the real world. There's another world out there where none of this happened. And that kind of becomes a rallying cry for La Resistance. This plot device eventually kind of just falls off the grid because it was never meant to be a plot device to drive multiple seasons. It was just supposed to be like a single book kind of teaser, like, oh my god, what happened to this world? Why is it this way? To kind of hook you into the wider story of alt history, right? And so The Man in the High Castle has a couple of really good seasons, but then it begins kind of falling off because the heroes are fucking boring. They're not really fighting for anything. Once the VHS tape falls out of the picture, they're kind of just there, existing. And you know that they're going to win because they're fighting literal Nazis. There's no way they can lose. And so despite overwhelming odds, despite the entirety of America being occupied by the Nazis having vastly more superior military power, all of this, you know that they're still going to win somehow. And seeing them escape ridiculous situations over and over again, you just become uninterested in the hero characters because they're literally invincible, and you know they're literally invincible. But one of the Nazi characters is a man named John Smith. He used to be an American soldier that joined the Nazis once defeat was inevitable. He's then climbed up the ranks of the SS and is one of the highest ranking members of the SS in the US. This guy is way more interesting because he's got actual problems. He's not guaranteed to win. In fact, he's guaranteed to lose somehow at the end. No matter how much he struggled, no matter how many clever plans he come up with, he's always going to lose. And he pulls off some insane shit. Like, he coups Hitler at the end, becomes like the Reichsfuhrer of America. And he always has you at the edge of your seat, because again, you know this guy is vulnerable. This guy could die at any time. He's not invincible. He's not a hero. He's the villain. And so the entirety of the Man in the High Castle franchise fandom is focused around this man and his story as a Nazi. Not what the producers intended. And so they cut the show short, killed him, and yeeted it off the air.
Damn.
Yeah. And I feel like Wolfenstein TV show is going to be the exact same thing, because nobody's going to root for the hero, because the heroes can't die. Nothing bad can happen to them. No matter what terrible situation they get put in, they're always going to win, because that's the entire point of the franchise. The Nazis evil, the Nazis get defeated. Like, okay. But how are you going to keep me invested if I already know the ending? And the way they're going to do that is making a anti-hero, because you need then a counterpoint, like Dexter, for example, making the crime scene investigation far more interesting with him being a serial killer.
Mhm.
And then, once the populace begin liking the Nazi more than the heroes, the creators will panic and they'll yeet the show. Same fucking thing, guaranteeably.
Unfortunately, we just can't have anything that is a little spicy for people, because then they'll start bitching about it, and then they'll say, "Oh, why are you showing this? This needs to be censored." And then we have current day bullshit.
All right. Also, now let's do the final topic, which is a Lum special topic. I'll be
Here's the
deducting this
collective
from your
shout.
paycheck since you needed to get a thing.
Huh?
The V Shoujo collapse.
Oh yeah, that. Ugh. Honestly, it's like I haven't really been paying too much attention to it because it's a lot of people that are outside of my tax bracket. But I find it really fucking funny because I never liked V Shoujo. Because it was just a bunch of people outside of my tax bracket. I didn't really like any of them. Had every single one of them muted on Twitter even. But essentially, the TLDR of it is that V Shoujo has never been in the green. They have been in the red basically this entire time. Gunrun, he's still MIA. No one knows where he is. No one knows if he's, like, we don't know if he actually made that posting. Like, yeah, V Shoujo is officially closing down, blah, blah, blah. They stole, like, $500,000 from the charity donation that Iron Mouse collected, I think, last year during her subathon.
Mhm.
There's rumors that Project Melody was sleeping with the COO and the CFO, I believe. I don't know. It was two people high in power. And another rat that's going around is that Fruit was also sleeping with the COO. So, of course, the cheater is allegedly doing that as well. Iron Mouse started her Tiltify charity to donate money to the Immune Deficiency Foundation and raised over $1 million in 72 hours, 48
Yeah, that's
hours,
great.
something
That's
like
great.
that. The Mel News is new to you? Oh yeah, that recently came out yesterday. I know, it's like a lot of us knew that V Shoujo was not very good in terms of business and basically anything they really stood for. But of course, diehard fans of the talents and V Shoujo as a whole was just like, no, their talent first, guys. They care about their talents, unlike Niji Sanji. And no, V Shoujo is worse than Niji Sanji at this point. V Shoujo on Epstein list. It's like people believe that Gunrun will try to, apply for bankruptcy so then he doesn't have to pay anything.
So
Or
they haven't
what?
paid back the charity at all. They just pocketed
Nope.
that.
Heck, they haven't paid a decent amount of the talents for like months.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw too. They weren't even paying like the talent, like the streamers
Yeah.
and stuff.
They didn't pay Nanners for a sponsorship
Nanners,
thing that
yeah,
she
that's
did
what I
in
saw.
2023. They haven't paid Kason since last September. The only people who got paid any money was Melody and Fruit, which is why the alleged sleeping with upper management thing is going around right now.
I see.
Because they were the only ones that got paid any of their wages.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, Lum. Just how it is.
No, that's how you end up worse than Cinder. You get excommunicated. No one's gonna ever want to work with you again.
Screwing the boss is what it takes, then. That's what's gonna have to be done.
He
Yeah,
already filed
I'm-
Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Oh, did he? Did that come out today?
I'm just
Yeah, I
happy
don't know.
that more VTubers are cheatoed.
It's like I have three predictions on what could happen. One, he files for bankruptcy and he just gets away with it. Two,
Heresy's the question.
somehow he's
Fire is
legally
the answer.
prosecuted for everything he did and, pays everyone back, which I doubt's gonna happen. Or three, they're gonna find his body somewhere. Because that's a lot of money and guaranteed jail time.
He got eaten by the other VTubers.
Yes.
Listen, this entire thing just proves a few things. One, women never read contracts. Two, when they do read contracts and they're repeatedly abused, they never uphold their own end of the contract. They just allow themselves to be used and abused because they like it. Women aren't mentally deficient creatures, by and large. And that all VTuber corporations are evil. Those are the takeaways. Simple.
It's like I seen people on Twitter try to say like, oh, there needs to be a VTuber agency where it operates as a collective. That's not going to work.
What,
People
with
are
a
too
union?
greedy. No, not with the maybe with a union. I don't
Like a
know. I didn't look
VTuber
too much
workers
into it.
union.
It's
Something
like,
that.
with how greedy people are just by nature, it would never work.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, imagine 6 Lums in a room. She's already billing me live on air for reading text. Can you imagine?
Oh, shut up. I set it for a week, so then your accountant's not getting emails.
Wow, she's learning.
Shut up.
Slowly but surely. You know, women could never get along for an extended period of time. That's why a man needs to hold their leash. But the man can then not have sex with the talent. That's the problem. That was the error that was made here. He decided to trade paychecks for pussy. No, never. Arch fires Lum and hires Project Melody, says KickChat. You know, that would be an upgrade. Bigger audience.
I'm still thinking that's how she's getting her funding for her porn game. It's just sleeping with upper management. They just give her all the money for it.
Well, Lum. I mean, that's a very persuasive argument. Project Melody would earn money and sex. And what are you doing? What are you doing, Lum? You just ask for things. And you lose my guests. No, Lum.
That was not my fault. She was
Replace
still driving.
Lum with fruit.
Ew, why would you want that? That's an active downgrade. And then I would
Ah.
actively make fun of you.
I just reached for whatever I thought would hurt your feelings.
I'd feel bad for you at that point.
What was it? Like, so, Hololive is still standing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Hololive's still alive. V Shorge was dead, which was pretty much guaranteed because they were a left-wing company, and they simply spent too much money. And, well, the ironic thing is, they probably sunk themselves because they didn't take enough money from their talents, which is...
Just take everything.
They were saying that the only money that they would take a cut of was merchandise. Sponsors, talents got 100% of the money. Any bits or whatever that they got, the talents got to keep 100% of the money. And apparently the only reason why they were able to get a hold of the $500,000 for a charity is because Iron Mouse wanted them to take care of all of her finances. She didn't want any responsibility for it.
Oh.
Classic woman thing. But no, unironically, like, okay, so obviously the company should then have known that, okay, they have got a very small income stream, which they can't overspend, otherwise they go bankrupt. But Then they spent like $11 million on advertisement and marketing to try and push their talent, which the talent then clearly couldn't pay back. So yeah, no, unironically, VShojo should have taken more money if they wanted this level of spending, if they wanted this level of support and this level of like promotion, then they needed to charge more for it.
And just have the next charity event just benefit them.
Yeah, unironically, they would need to crowdfund themselves, basically.
Yeah.
They could probably have gotten away with
charity,
it too,
and they benefit from it. Yeah,
like
be
imagine
transparent. Be transparent.
It's like the one thing that a lot of people are criticizing a good portion of the girls on, or even the people that, you know, got into the audition process or learned anything, is that they all just stayed completely silent. They didn't warn anybody. Even the ones that weren't under NDA, they just stay quiet.
Yeah, until Iron Mouse spoke out, and then suddenly, now that it was okay and popular, now everyone's like, oh yes, no, it was terrible. We all knew it was terrible. My lawyer told me this was the worst contract he'd ever seen. Like, you know that makes you sound like an
can you
idiot,
really
right?
blame them, though? I mean, it's like they might get, like, cast out by, like, you know, people within the agency, like other streamers and stuff. Like, they're probably just afraid to speak up at all.
It's like if you want a more in-depth talk about this and everything, or just like listening. My friend Armchair, he did a stream yesterday, wasn't just talking about this, but I was talking a pretty decent chunk about the VShojo situation so far. It's like he also started talking about another agency that closed down earlier this year that was called Pixeling. And they didn't let any of the girls keep their IP, like off the bat after they shut down. They said, no, you can buy it. And that was like, I agree with Armchair when he said that at that point it should have been stigmatized on what was it? Agencies should not be allowed to emotionally blackmail money out of people, because they were asking what, $10,000 for a talent's IP, and the talent was like, "Hey guys, can you help me crowdfund money so I can buy my IP?" Things
That's
like that
crazy.
shouldn't be normalized, because the company is still getting money and using that person as emotional blackmail to get that money. That was a key point where we could have just, said, no, stigmatize it, but then you're just called an asshole and a heartless creature for saying, no, I'm not going to give her money.
Yeah, because see, there's complications here, right? On the one hand, if the corporation doesn't earn money, then it's going to die, and the talent isn't going to get the support that they apparently desperately require and need. So, okay, that's one thing. But then you have to have, how can they earn money? Because one of the main complaints is that companies aren't doing enough. Okay, well, these people are putting on like posters in the Tokyo subway, so they were obviously doing quite a lot. They raised $11 million in funding, external funding, to push their talent. That's a lot. And they still couldn't break even. So it's...
Oh, that wasn't even $11 million raised in funding. That was $11 million just from investors.
Oh yeah, well that's what I mean. Like, investor funding. So they raised $11 million. That's a lot of money. Like, somebody at VShojo actually, unironically, did an incredibly good job raising money, because that's a lot of fucking cash.
Yeah.
But then obviously they overspent. Then they started to need to dip into their talent's other funds. They probably got desperate and they saw $500,000 and they just kind of grabbed it, trying to pay off fucking loans and investments and all kinds of shit, right? It's not a good situation. It's a fucking terrible, awful situation, in fact. But I think it also speaks to just the fundamental incompatibility of the entire like VTubing corporation business. Like, it's got to be predatory to a certain degree to keep the company going round. But it's also the fact that it's also heavily tied into emotionality, where nobody, you shouldn't be mean, you shouldn't be the asshole, shouldn't take advantage, etc. I think you would benefit from just either being more business or less business. One of the two. Either do it as a fan project and you do it only semi-seriously, or you need to do it like a fucking corporation.
It's like there was too much toxic positivity when it came to Shoujo. And like, what was it? This was when Fruit put out her 96-page Google Doc saying how she's a victim or whatever. And Keisan actually made a post saying yeah, I stand by Fruit. She's been a good person to me, but I hate cheaters. And said something about all that shit. And then management went to Keisan and said, "Hey, delete those posts." Which adds to the rat of Fruit potentially sleeping with upper management since she got preferential treatment.
Yep.
And also with management, oh yeah, that's another thing, because that it was Fruit fighting with Silver Veil during the Hogwarts Legacy thing, and apparently they called Silver Veil a brand risk and a bunch of other shit, and stood on the side of Fruit. Well, they're also Californians and whatever. But yeah. And also the fact that their business was registered in Delaware and not California is interesting.
You gotta treat the talent like cocaine. You're selling it, you're not using it. It's an idealistic business, which, luckily is probably going to be replaced by Orifice AI, so. Rug? How do you feel, Lum, that Grok is going to take your job one day?
Grok can't be a good Lum because only a Lum can be good Lum. Do you think Grok would protest about your narrative of feet as much as I do?
No, she'd embrace it, which is good.
Shut up.
Oh, with the right prompts, they could learn to be like you.
Yeah.
Damn it. Shut up.
We just need to make a large language model, Lum.
Yeah. Just AI learning. Lum learning.
Shut up.
Whenever there's a mention of feet, just start making happy noises. Easy enough.
I'm gonna send a pipe bomb with your rarity figurine, Arch.
I definitely think we could make a decent AI Lum. Alternatively, we could just restart V Shoujo with Lum as the star girl. Yes.
No.
Why
People were saying that you should start your own VTuber agency since you're collecting them.
I should. And I would do it the right way. First and foremost, I'd take 100% of your profits.
What?
Good. And
What?
IP.
We have to earn our allowance.
Yes.
Also, pay attention to Reverend Norse.
If you don't reach certain quotas, you won't get paid.
Pay attention to Reverend Norse. He gave you money.
It is only reasonable, Lum, that if you don't reach the quota, you must eat gravel. Like we used to do back in the day.
Acknowledge.
Listen, Lum, when I was a child, we had to eat bark.
That's cool.
Reverend Norse, until we know how V-Shoujo spent their money, I say we wait with giving management the benefit of the doubt. They did crimes, legal mindset confirmed. So regardless what you feel about the talent, the corpo is guilty. We've done two mothers. They're at the very least, they're guilty of massive mismanagement. And then, of course, there is the seizure of the charity funds, which I think they claim that they didn't know that it was charity funds, which is not a great excuse.
That's a lie.
Yeah, we didn't know you were doing a charity. What? Did you just think there was $500,000 lying around there for a reason?
I mean, apparently, somebody got a hold of V-Shoujo's 2025 pitch deck and posted it on Twitter. Hold on. Let me put in live links. There you go.
Say.
It's a whole thread.
Given us most well-connected Twitch staff lost 2.5 million in 2024. Even with aggressive growth, they still not turn a profit. Plans to license out IP. Is the fact raised over 1 million for charity attract investment, and all to confirm it includes the 500k in paid. 10 talent managers. 10 talent managers? Why so many? Cost of goods sold, 20-30 employees. And 2.1 million was nothing to back up the number. And it's the content in our photos we showed talent, which were redacted. Yeah, paid too many people. Paid too many people too much. And also, like, seriously, if I don't know, these companies could just start crowdfunding. That's not a terrible idea. It's okay. We want to have a campaign where we sponsor a car at a car show like this, or we want to like just cover the fucking Tokyo Metro in posters of your favorite VTuber, and then go, they will cost X amount of dollars. Are you guys willing to fund that? And see if there's interest. If people fund it, fantastic. If not, then, you know, okay, move on to the next idea. Being more open about it would be significantly better than this. Industry-defining contract with the most desirable agency contracts compared to the top Japanese agencies. And that is graduating to debut with V Shoujo. Ah, yes. VTubing was a mistake. Simple as. We should stop it before it gets out of hand.
But I like being a fish on the internet.
You fucking bad.
Does that mean you have to get rid of your PNGs since you're close to a PNG tuber?
No, PNGs are okay.
So I could stay a fish on the internet as long as it doesn't move.
Yes.
Okay.
PNGs are acceptable. Because they're older. They have seniority on your weird fishness nonsense thing.
Mm.
Well, on the bright side, it's done now. And so all of the people who were in their terrible contracts are now free. And hopefully it'll be a lesson to the other companies. Maybe.
I doubt it. They're just going to learn how to hide it better. How to abuse their talents better.
A better school of abusement.
They'll skim even more money off of charity.
Hey, if the charity doesn't double check, you know, isn't that their fault at that point? You
victim blaming?
I am. Listen, if the charity really wanted that 500,000, they should have double checked.
Yeah, they should have looked at the receipts.
God,
read the fine print.
There was actually one time at which a charity refused a donation because it was made by the Gunt. Oh God, this is more old internet lore. Does either of you remember the Gunt?
The Gunt.
Yes, the Gunt.
It sounds very familiar.
Man, I don't know. I can't remember this.
Let's see. Can I find a proper appealing picture of the Gunt? Ah, yes, that's the one. Right. Steel yourselves.
Oh, God, yeah, I remember.
Oh, what is... Oh.
I remember.
I think he needs a shirt that fits, or he's, like, smuggling some, like...
Service guarantees citizenship.
Some aged beef.
The Gunt.
You know, I happily forgot Why? Why?
Can't look away.
Old
The
school
gun
internet.
bag.
He did a charity campaign way back in the day, which, you know, it was nowhere near $500,000 or anything. I think they raised like $20,000 or something, which is still a pretty significant amount of money, you know, for charity. And the charity wouldn't take it because of his reputation, which is an intriguing thing for a charity to refuse money because they really don't like the guy offering.
That's gunt money right there. We don't want that.
Yep, we don't want that. Listen, we're collecting money for sick children, but they're not that sick.
They'll be fine.
He'll be
Yeah.
okay.
And a little Timmy called us. He actually prefers the colon cancer over this. I'm sorry.
Damn.
But that is relatively unrelated, as I am sure this is not actually Iron Mouse IRL profile. I hope, at least. Although we don't know, chat, we don't know. That could be Iron Mouse. Ethan Ralph could simply have transitioned over into a more profitable field. You don't know. You
Could have a
no
gun tuber.
evidence.
Could have like a little gun PNG or something,
Yeah,
or an animated one, animated gun.
yeah.
Just give it a couple of, give it some eyes or something.
Chat has no evidence to the contrary. Poor little VTubers. Chat. Kick Chat says they have no idea who this is. Oh god, have we finally reached the age where Ethan Ralph has become irrelevant?
I mean, I didn't know.
That makes me a little sad.
I'm pretty old too.
Yeah, let me take another gun pick so Chat can really enjoy it.
Oh God, It's like
Ethan Ralph. Ugh.
it's like swollen balls, just like flopping out, man. Like what?
Ethan Ralph
Why?
occupied a very specific part of the internet.
He did. He did indeed. I think he might be back in jail again. I'm not sure.
I don't believe so. The last time I heard anything of Ethan Ralph is that people wanted him to go after Hamas Spiker next.
Well, I would sure. You know, at least he can use his gun powers for good. Yeah, he manages to get Hassan Piker trapped beneath those balls of his. That would do some mental damage, if nothing else. Let me do some of the super chats. Hopefully, there'll be more tales of guntiness in there. Oh no, YouTube isn't loading the little heart markers yet. I don't know what I've done and haven't done. Oh, there it is. Lucian the Witch, I felt the pain in that Lum. Well done. Lum's suffering is sweet, sweet nectar for chat. Nightmare Demon, Lumi's reading made Arch make more special sauce. Now I need to put it in the jar and age it for a while, though. Otherwise, it will not
No.
be the special sauce.
No!
Hanzo and Asher, here's for trying. Lum.
Question. Fire is the
Lum.
answer.
I came up with a new nickname for Lumi the other day, but I've forgotten what it was now.
Good.
Nami man, alms for the Legion. The degenerate must be mounted. Yes. Degenerates belong on a cross, chat. I don't know why you disagree with that statement. It seems almost hypocritical. Red Dot Zebra, hail Lum, queen of fish and feet. May her fins never rot. Did you know what a massive foot fanatic Lum was, Llama? Were you aware?
No,
not-
this is all news to me.
I am not one. This is just a fabrication
That's
that
what I'm saying. I'm
Arch
getting all
made
kinds
up.
of lore.
No, this is all fake. Arch is just pushing his foot fetish onto me.
You didn't know that she works at a steel mill specifically so she can wring out the used socks of the employees into her drink?
Oh God.
Arch, stop.
If she's feeling particularly feisty, she'll freeze them into ice cubes on hot summer days.
Arch, no.
And even this is
I think I just
significantly
threw up in
better
my
than
mouth
what it was
a little bit.
like. She used to just put the entire sock in her mouth and just, hoover it dry like that, but...
I kind of breathe in, kind of like an air filter, just...
Yes.
Yeah.
But her place of employment found that a little bit too objectionable.
God damn it.
Which, to be fair, that was pretty disgusting. Did you also know that she's the granddaughter of Werner von Braun?
I'd rather be known as the granddaughter of Werner von Braun than a foot fetishist.
Lum has quite the rich backstory.
Ignorant slut.
He was one of the key reasons of the Irish potato famine. That's a new one.
How'd you know I was a tiny bit Irish?
I can smell it.
Shut up, Arch. I know potatoes are the only thing that you eat.
Yep, I know potatoes. Liquid Operator Art, will you play 40k Mechanicus and or Mechanicus 2? Put this towards Mr. House Fund. No, because those developers were assholes to me too. I've pissed off a lot of developers in my time, apparently. Which is why I still refuse to take the Tactica sponsorship, because they'll probably be douchebags to me as well.
Yeah, you gotta take GW's money before they realize it.
No.
Oh yeah. What the fuck is up with that god-awful new Games Workshop logo?
Well, that is a question that many people are going to be answering and asking for a very long time. I'll have to dig into it a little bit more. That'll probably be video fodder for early next week, as that is a brand new low right there. Talinya Zanagi, given what a perv Lum is, I want to know what she thinks about ducks and their biological warfare.
Arch, didn't you talk about ducks before and I was absolutely horrified?
I don't remember.
Trying to remember. Because isn't there like a strangely high mortality, right, when it comes to male ducks raping the female ducks? They just kind of drown them. Or they'll still just rape the dead bodies.
Well, that's not that horrifying.
That's awful.
Ducks are evil, just like dolphins.
Dolphins are evil, that is also true. But they're more deliberately evil. Like, the dolphins will do it because it's fun, not even because they're necessarily that horny.
There's bored that day.
Yep.
Weimar ducks. Oh, Weimar, Germany.
Besides, I've been repeatedly told by women they like being choked, so maybe the ducks are doing them a favor.
Well, they can at least let them breathe.
Only sometimes, Lum. If they get used to it, they get spoiled. So on the Lich, Gallons lost mysteriously part buys a shipment of bottles with dispenser caps. Gasp. Nosko Nikolov just got a VPN. Also, Arch, read the Eye of Argon? Eye of Argon. I never heard of that. Jegonsvis 2021. Lumi, congrats on actively getting guest on for once. Gidfish.
Hey, Nianis was the only guest that didn't show up.
Yes,
that
we
I've
lost
invited.
that one in the forest. We still don't know what happened to that one.
She messaged me. She said that if we want to reschedule her, she said that she won't be a no show.
Allegedly.
And she apologizes.
Allegedly. I haven't seen any of this.
We will try to reschedule Nianis for I don't know, September maybe. Because the end of August I will be out of state.
You're very lucky, Llama. She killed the first person.
I did not.
Forever lost,
could
never
see
to be
that.
seen again.
She did say she was kind of like low on possible guess. I don't know what's happening to them. She didn't elaborate.
It's murder.
Shut up, Todd.
They just disappear.
Into little holes in the ground.
Mhm.
It just because Tobuscus won't message me back doesn't mean I'm eating the rest of the guests.
The
Which,
only
speaking of, I need to
clue,
harass him again.
only clue to the murder is weirdly feet-shaped impressions all around the murder scene. Like the murderer was always barefoot, digging her little toes into the dirt while she was digging them down. Like she was enjoying it. It's weird. Mr. Personality, 7838. Gold and silver standard. Yes, reject fiat currency. Embrace gold and silver. Honestly, a lot of our fucking current problems would actually be solved by that. Tragically, I don't think there's enough gold and silver to go around. To George, they don't want to release the Epstein files because people realize the Jews have a choker collar on American politicians, and the spicy painter will be vindicated. Worm and Foxhole. Or it reveals that Hitler's still alive and he's living his best life in South America right now. Maybe that's what it is. Yes, that's what it is. Hitler is on the Epstein files.
Mm.
That would explain a lot.
You know, it's like I keep thinking about the stupid fucking video the Babylon Bee put out that we watched last week. It's just so funny.
That would explain countless things if that were to be true. Who's this guy? Adolf Hitler? What the fuck? Yeah, he's on the list. Is he still alive? Yep, we've kept him alive. He runs the White House now. He's in a glass jar in the basement. Our entire infrastructure would collapse without him. He's literally the internet.
You know, do you think that they have Hitler's head cryogenically frozen like Walt Disney's?
Yes. Listen, okay. The internet began in the late 1960s in America. Hitler is the internet. That's why all of the AI always ends up having, like, Hitler opinions. All of the internet runs through the frozen head of Hitler, which is kept in the basement of the White House. It all makes sense now. It literally all makes sense.
Mecha Hitler from Wolfenstein.
Jesus. Well, it's a horrifying thought, but at least now that we know, we can deal.
I have no proof, but I have no doubt, honestly. Hitler is the ghost in the machine.
Lucian the Witch, Arch is a sadist. He broke Lum's brain. I would enjoy a philosophical rap battle between the snow ape and the tea monkey. I think that's me and Sargon. I think. Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
No 1EFU. The answer to debanking was always the Bitcoin. We'll just have to purchase games the way we'd purchase drugs. Become proficient. Darker markets. Unfortunately, I do also very much so believe that Bitcoins are useless for this. Bitcoins they had an opportunity to become money, but they have become nothing more than an investment scheme. And if Bitcoins were ever to be used as money, it would be government Bitcoin, which would just restart the entire fiat currency problem from the beginning again. So I don't think Bitcoin is the solution to anything, honestly. Llama, what do you think about Bitcoins?
I kind of wish I had invested about maybe 10 years ago. But yeah, I mean that's kind of about it. I mean, it's if you were in on it early, good for you. But yeah, it's kind of tough to really crack into that right now. But you got the big bucks.
I too wish I had a Bitcoin 10 years ago.
At least one.
At least one. I think somebody they paid for a pizza. Like the funders, the developers told about that.
Oh, the two pizza
I
guy.
remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know his wife is probably like, I hope it was a good fucking pizza.
Yeah, because they paid with they bought a pizza for like a Bitcoin or something, and at the time of the story, they were like, "Yes, that Bitcoin is worth like $22 million."
Yep.
I mean, now that Bitcoin is worth a lot more,
way more than that.
Okay,
Yes.
here's this. The 10,000 Bitcoin that software developer Laszlo whatever, paid for 2 Papa John's pizzas delivered to his Florida home May 22nd, 2010. Were worth about $41 at the time. Today, they're worth $1.1 billion as Bitcoin hits record high prices.
And the worst part is, since we don't know anything about that money, I guarantee you, the shop just like logged it, had no idea what it was, and just forgot about it and threw out the hard drive or something.
Oh, well, that reminds me of another story. It was a guy that had like 8,000 Bitcoins on a hard drive and he threw away. I think he tried to sue the city.
Yeah.
For not like excavating it or something.
He was even given special permission to go and look in the scrapyard for his server, and he'd done so like for 8 years until eventually he gave up. Like, yeah, nope, it's gone.
He's still digging to this day. Or not.
God.
That sucks. That has to suck so much.
That's worse than going like, oh, I wish I had bought Bitcoins. Having actually had Bitcoins and tossed them out.
Yeah, you threw away the hard drive.
That's worse. That is even worse. Good God. Every day of the rest of your life, you're just thinking like, I could have been a billionaire right now. I could have bought a literal luxury yacht submarine.
You know, with that type of money, could have bought a small country.
Did you see the can I find it? Oh yeah, this one. So yeah, the billionaires have grown sick of their super yacht. So there's now somebody who's building an 820-foot submarine, luxury submarine.
Oh my God.
Say, range of 9,300 miles. Two swimming pools, a jacuzzi, a helipad. Why 2 swimming pools? Why 2?
Because why not? What if you don't feel like getting into the other swimming pool, so you get into the second one?
One's for peeing.
Yeah. The guest swimming pool.
Yeah.
And they're asking $2 billion.
Yeah, people got too much money. No.
Like, the worst part is, like, well, at that scale, you wouldn't even use 90% of it. Like, it's... Have you heard the tale of Michael Jackson's, like, super villa, like Neverland?
Yeah.
I know of it.
Neverland Ranch, right? So he had this massive fucking resort, including like a literal fucking fairground stuff, right?
I remember this.
And he would actually only live in like one tiny wing of it, which was like his home, and the 90% rest was just utterly ignored. Like nobody ever went there beyond housekeeping. Because that's how humans are. You find a place, you have yourself a den, and then you live in that den.
You nest in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's a fucking pirate ship on his he probably visited like twice, maybe. And never again. at some point, you literally just do have too much fucking money.
Yeah,
And it just becomes kind of
that's kinda
pointless. I wonder who owns the Neverland Ranch now.
Let's
See.
see.
Neverland Ranch. Foreclosure proceedings, 2007. Action, restoration.
Somebody named by Ronald Burkle and Digital Bridge. And Sycamore Valley Ranch Company, LLC.
So they're just asking for 100 million. Party main people include fast protest and disagree with the decision. Ranch owned by Jackson Taylor House. Put up sale. Ranch of almost $67 million in 2017. Asking price rose to $31 million. The billionaire Ronald Berkey, Brent Jackson's family, purchased the property for $22 million as a land banking opportunity. So Neverland just completely fucking just nobody wanted it. It was utterly uninteresting until the price fell to a quarter of the asking price. That's
But then
weird.
what do you do with it?
I mean, I would have
You
just I would have turned it into a museum.
have it? Yeah, sure. Open it up.
Like, Neverland Ranch, $22 million. Like, you ask, ticket price $100. People would pay that easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get in contact with some like Michael Jackson impersonators and stuff. Have them do shows and performances. Like, you could earn that money back. Land banking. So he probably just bought it for the friend of the family. So I guess this billionaire was just like, oh, well, you know, $22 million, chump change. I guess I'll just buy it and sit on it. A property that has fallen like $80+ million in price. Okay. Well. Very well. I've gotten distracted again. Where was the Streamlabs? Where was the Superchat? Love, they've disappeared.
Well, it's not like I could see them.
There. Alex Adamson. Greetings, gentlemen. Fish, the canary in the coal mine, that is the prawn, is attacked once more. Not affected since I'm trying to cut down. Still wrong. Correct? Still wrong. Mercenary X21. As I tried to say on Stanford, of course there's deep state money involved with Collective Shout. Remember that the processors have been owned by BlackRock and the like, and they are involved with government. Also, Pirate Software DMs leaked by Gay Twink. Guy either catfished Pirate or had one night with Pirate unwillingly via hookup app. God damn it. Why is everybody having sex with gay twinks? What is with this? Lum, your husband is Asian. You're guilty of this too.
But he's not a twink.
You don't know that.
He's not.
You could be saying that to defend yourself because you know it's wrong.
No, he has muscles. He goes to the gym. He can lift heavy things. He may be half Korean, but he's not a twink Korean. It's like here's a good comparison. You know that one Korean dude in Train to Busan that was holding back those zombies and died?
Uh-huh.
That muscle one? Yeah. That's basically his build.
Moose Man will be the first to be eaten in a zombie apocalypse. Tragic.
Oh my god.
That's just how it's gonna have to be.
Can he open jars? Yes, he can open jars.
Lum told me
Good,
you'd been
he's-
on
he's
Twitch.
doing his
Llama.
job. Say again?
Lum told me you'd been on Twitch.
Yeah.
You must have deep experiences with twinks.
I've been on Kick a lot more lately, but yeah, it's I've I've had a I've had an experience, especially this past week.
Yeah.
Ah.
Todd is going through baby's first cancellation campaign.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because of twinks?
I don't know, not necessarily that, but just some things were said, and when you disagree with a subset of people, then they get quite angry with you for not thinking the same as they do. So
Arch, here's Final Fantasy 14. That is all the context that you need to know. I think you get the rest.
I don't know what that is. Some kind of Japanese game.
Where a bunch of leftists like to congregate and say that the game's for the she's, the theys, and the gays.
Wait, isn't this the game you play, Lum Lum?
Yes.
Mhm.
I have a right now I have a very love-hate relationship with Final Fantasy 14 right now. Because there's nothing to fucking do besides sit on the moon and craft until my relics are all done again.
Lum Lum unfortunately embraces her inner they them. Wish it wasn't true, but here it is.
No.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Plays
sadly,
the they them
just
game.
you can't even be somewhat of a moderate within this group. It's just they have like the thought police, opinion police, and they're ready to cancel at a moment's notice. So that's unfortunately just what happened. I tipped my hand a little bit. There's some things that just like you bite your tongue and you don't want to speak out, and then finally you do, and then this is what happened. So I was totally prepared for it. Yeah, but yeah. I might get riled up, though. Exactly, just a chatter that knows all about it. I get activated. It does piss me off, but I'm fine. I'm going to be fine.
Did you say something insane like that men can't be pregnant?
You know, there are some common sense things that I feel should be able to be shared without getting canceled, because I think we should be adults, and if we have a different opinions and values and backgrounds, it doesn't mean people need to be deplatformed or brigaded at all. But that is a make-believe world sometimes. It just doesn't happen.
How very 2004 of you.
Question.
No.
Fire is the answer.
I know.
You need to update that software. We haven't been there for a while.
Mhm.
When that was true, Pierce Brosnan was still James Bond.
Yeah, it really just started off as just me just complaining about the game. I've just been done with it for a while. And then somehow someone just asked me about what my opinion on was about January 6th, and I'm like, this is a bullshit question. I don't want to answer. That made them mad that I didn't answer. But I didn't think, even if I did answer, they would just ask more divisive, polarizing topics until they got what they want.
Yeah. I'm still wondering where the fuck the January 6th thing came from.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's such
I wonder if they caught one of your React
question.
kick streams.
I've never talked about that, though. I've never talked about January 6th.
Well, I know you didn't talk about January 6th, but you were doing like other React stuff, and I think somebody from your Twitch decided to look at your kick and then it wanted to start shit on Twitter.
Oh no, I definitely have some hate watchers that are trying to clip me. Not really out of context, but like I think one of them at least they clip me say something I think is really base. It's just and this can apply to more than just like a Final Fantasy community, but I mean there could be other communities just like this, but when you get people that are in the far left that are just the majority of a community, especially as a content creator, then you are essentially held hostage to the agreed upon values. So if you say the wrong thing, then you risk losing all of your revenue and support. So what do? You have to be neutral, or you have to pander. Those are your options. And it's just it's kind of a shame because like I've been 14 creator for a long time, and now I'm just seeing a lot of people just keeping their distance because I dare speak my mind on things. So now I'm considered unsafe. There are some real ones though that have actually reached out to me, but yeah, very few.
Well, it's good with like times like this where you can find genuine connections and everything like that.
It's acted as a filter. I think I can see, who's really genuine, and maybe who shares like the same ideas, and even ones that we don't even agree, but they still like me enough because I treated them with respect. Because I really don't care about their background.
Yeah.
Like, but you get like these people that are the tolerant left, very accepting and tolerant. Only if you agree with everything they have to say.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you learn late, but you eventually learn, and you can only go up from here. It's like it's like
very
I know Arch still deals with the untruths and shit that people tell about him. Ain't that right, Arch? Like,
have you been lying about me again, Lum?
Oh, what? So, is the out of context screenshots that Major Kill put out actually true? Oh, is it not really a Dave Chappelle joke?
Lum played the long game.
Yeah, it kind of started when I started talking about things that were really pissing me off. I mean, the whole like catalyst was, if you remember Hurricane Helene, and how FEMA, the government agency responsible for like disaster relief and aid and support, they had such a terrible response to that. And it also turned out that from a whistleblower that they were actively dodging houses that had like Trump signage, like there was in support of Trump. So like I don't know about you, but like if you're like a responding to disaster relief, or if you're like a first responder, it doesn't matter, right? Like you're not gonna look at a burning house or a flooding house and then you shout, "Hey, who did you vote for?" And like there shouldn't be any conditions on helping people. And so that was really upsetting. And I thought that I should be able to talk about that on Twitch, at least at the time. But as soon as I did, I had people in the chat saying misinformation, you're a liar. And like they were more mad at me than our own government. Because like I don't care which side the government is or isn't helping, like you should just be helping people. So there was that, and then recently I spoke out against their number one streamer, their favorite streamer, Hassan Piker. I did not like some of the things he's had to say and what he's done on the platform.
You have negative things to say about the professor?
Yes.
God damn it, Lum. I thought you were vetting these people. How could you?
What?
But the professor, he is the leading mind of our age.
Who are you and what did he do with Arch?
Listen, I have warmed to Hassan Piker ever since I realized that he pisses Madame Savvy off.
I see.
Leave Savvy alone. She is perfect and I love her so much. Which, I need to get her back on so we can both yap about Collective Shout here. And
if
then
you
say
do,
how much.
I'm going to have Boog make an entire video of Hassan Piker as Judge Dredd just to scare her off.
No! Leave Savvy alone. She is perfect.
Have you aggressed upon me first? I'm merely defending myself.
How did she aggress upon you? Was it because we were talking about various things that make you uncomfortable?
Yes.
Well,
that is the definition of aggressing upon someone.
Stop being such a baby.
Listen, Hassan Piker is just a necessary tool for what we need to do today. Yeah. Plus, he does more damage to the left than anyone on the right does, so, you know.
This is true.
I think we should keep him around more. Luckily, he has all the people at Twitch kissing his ass, so he won't go away anytime soon.
No, he's untouchable. No bans.
Tigerfish says small lum lum. Small lum lum indeed.
Yes.
Leave me alone, seat. Air Force woman looks like lum lum after 100 gallons.
Oh my god.
Inflation lum lum.
No.
Like a little balloon.
No. You've seen Dev's newest art, haven't you? With his stupid little blown up self.
I haven't. Is there inflation porn about Dev now?
Not porn. Hold on here. I'll show you. I can't believe you didn't. It looks so fucking stupid. Ugh. Hold on. There you go. He sent me the sketches. At the bottom right.
So there is inflation about Dev.
It's just as you envisioned with him flying around with his little poop particle.
It's a little weird, Dev. It's a little weird. Can I say?
Oh.
Somebody needs to keep that man in check before he does other weird things.
I thought you were his wrangler.
Marksman House, Nux, Taku, and Tectone have been dropping leaks as the NDAs have void. Most of what they promised were not actually in the signed contracts, and apparently the admin staff liked their work expensive parties with hookers and blow. Listen, who doesn't like hookers and blow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Techie's got something up his sleeve. At least he's been hinting at like dropping some knowledge and then maybe like a few months, within 3 or 6 months or both. So like I think we're gonna find out something. I don't know what he's gonna say, but like
I
the way
still
he's
don't like
teasing
Nux.
it.
I still don't like Nux Taku.
Mhm.
Until he gives a proper apology to Taiga, he gets no positive affirmations from me.
Why is your life defined by such hatred, Lum Lum?
Dude, he falsely spread the narrative that Taiga was a pedophile. He gets no good graces from me.
I don't know who these
Tell
people
he-
are.
Yes.
Until he apologizes, fuck him.
One of the buzzwords that people like to use when they're losing an argument. They'll just call you all kinds of names.
And Marksman again, also Nux Taku claims from a source the V Shoujo was started with 25 million raised. The contract took 6% of all income, including independent third-party contracts unrelated to V Shoujo. They were flushed with cash and blew it all away. Drugs equal expensive. They are. But again, everyone likes hookers and blow, so what can you do? Unironically, I think every human being is genetically predisposed to like hookers and cocaine. It's an unfortunate fact. So let's half YouTube. Stop it, YouTube. There we go. So let's half beehole naked gorilla fighter. What?
I don't know.
So, the hypothetical tyrannical bands of plumbers that Jordan Peterson talked about have become real. I'm confused. Just as confused as Lum Lum. Marine Alvarch believes all wars should be fought Viking style. Bonus points for longship. Yes, we need to introduce some honor to warfare again. And consequences for those who do not engage in an honorable war. And also, Asher, honestly, the French have drawn even worse borders than the Brits. Just look at Syria and Lebanon. Yes, we shouldn't have ended colonialism. It's caused too much trouble when the white man left. Simulation 1158. Art, war must be fun. Looks at the US Marine Corps. Yep, they're having fun with war. Put this and my prior to Fire Emblem 8. 8 in total. Yes, it should be. You know, it should be something a little bit entertaining for both viewers and outsiders. When the first battle of the Civil War started, our people came out in their carriages to watch because they were like, oh my god, this'll be entertaining. And that ended in a massive slaughter at Bull Run, I think, but the theory is sound. There shouldn't be a little bit of entertainment involved here. Shouldn't be so serious. That's when people get try-hardy and start using gay tactics like drones and shit, or homing munitions. Should avoid that wherever possible. We could do bayonets, though. I would like to see us return to bayonets and single-shot weapons, yes. All weapons should be bolt action, at the very least. Lulu's Admira, no, Arch, war should be terrible, or you might grow to like it. But have we tried liking it? Listen, we've always been like, oh, war really bad. What if we tried, hey, maybe war can be fun for just a little period of time and see how it works out? Maybe it's for the better. Maybe we'll learn to like it. Just with this, I just watched your most recent video on Eldar Wraith Warriors, and it got me thinking, could you trap a demon in Eldar Soulstone, and then put it in a Wraith Warrior to make a new kind of demon host? Possibly, but I suspect the Wraith Bone would not be very happy with its new occupant, and might not work out very well. Mercenaries Anyone, remember the kids in the movie Toys? 1,000 points per civvies. Rewatch that. Robin Williams with military drones in mind. I don't think I watched that one, but I remember the one with toy soldiers, where the little toy soldiers come alive and they're like commandos and stuff. I remember that one. I don't remember what it's called, but I remember that one.
Isn't that one just called Toy Soldiers?
Maybe.
From 1991?
Possibly. Likely, even. It sounds like what it could and perhaps even should be.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, Battle of Six is going to require TPM module to run. Same thing as BitLocker. Worm and Foxhole.
Oh, no, it's not Toy Soldiers. It's Small Soldiers from
Oh,
1990.
small. Yeah, that's right.
Small
That's right.
Soldiers.
Had like little alien-looking furries, I think, right?
I'm lying and tried to mislead Arch.
I was thinking, and then I looked it up, and I was like, nope, wrong first word. This one, right, Archly?
That one, yes.
Yay!
Yeah, 1998. Yeah, there you go.
Discord is being weird with copying things today. It's got Quaritch from Avatar as one of the main characters. And Heat-Seeking for $50. Thank you very much. I hear that llama. This year I had people who I was friends with for 2 decades end their friendship with me because I either wouldn't take a side or I asked to tone down the left-wing rhetoric. Last straw for them was me refusing to call Elon a Nazi.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's just unfortunate, man. When people are just like way too far on one side, they end up just like pushing people away. And yeah, and that they give you ultimatums. They're like the Sith. They deal with absolutes. It's like you have to agree with everything that they stand for, or else. My cat just unmuted my microphone. I'm sorry. She wants her dinner, but yeah. I don't know when she cut it off, but yeah. Basically, it's just they push people away. And they deal in with absolutes and ultimatums, and yeah, you have to go down their checklist of 1,000 things within their ideology or worldviews, and if you disagree with one, then you can't be friends. They'll try to cancel you if you're a streamer, but yeah, it's really heartbreaking to see because it's just how divisive things have gotten, where we can't just like agree to disagree and like adults and just move on with our lives. Because I do have plenty of friends because I don't even consider myself like extremely like on the far right or anything. Like I'm just kind of like center right, and I get along just fine with like a lot of people in the middle that just like want to live their lives in peace, and like we're pretty accepting of each other regardless of our background.
It's like, unfortunately, people forget how to agree to disagree. Everything has to be hostile. Everything has to be
It's us
my way or the highway.
versus them. Us versus them. And I think it's about damage control too.
Everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Keep Lums on the outside. The rest of us will be at peace.
Hey!
The Firehawk, what's up, Arch? You know, growing pains suck, nothing like the ones in your knee. You could say the knee grows, we're the worst part of growing up. All right. Lum. What have you done?
What?
Lum.
What?
You're making suspicious noises.
Did you not understand the joke?
I didn't.
Read the sentence.
What's up, Arch? You know, growing pains suck. Nothing like the ones in your knee. The knee grows, we're the worst part of growing up.
Oh.
Do you understand now, Arch?
I don't.
Okay, say knee.
Knee?
Grow.
Grow?
Say it together.
Stop it.
It's just Negro. It's not a bad
There you
word.
go. That was the joke.
But that's not even a bad word.
But it's a joke, Arch!
But that's like that retard we did a video on a while ago who was like, niggardly makes me think of black people.
Damn.
Yes. But he was a retard. But that
Yes.
was still a silly little joke.
Is it?
God. Ugh. Okay, fine. Next time have him say the hard R, guys. God, otherwise it won't be funny.
I'm ban Lum now.
Shut up, Arch.
Enigma v Shoujo paying in exposure bucks like Channel Awesome. Yes. Yes, pay them in exposure. Enigma v Shoujo. Merrill weekly Gaza picket boycotting Chevron on 55th Street shoreline. Yay, and again I break the picket line to get some gas. As you of course should. You should do so with pride and determination. Out of the way, terrorists. I need to fill up my car with exploding dinosaurs.
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
Enigma, the closest modern Civil War game I know of is Shattered Union, but I don't think you'll get it to work. But if you do, Confederacy. Well, there was that game where America got... It's not Civil War, but it's in America and Shattered America. It's where America gets invaded by North Korea. Homefront, I think? Yeah, Homefront. So America gets invaded by North Korea, and North Korea is defeated... or North Korea. The Americans are defeated by North Korea. That one. That was a video game. That was a whole video game.
There's no way.
There's
This
definitely
wouldn't happen. Would not happen.
North Korea, best Korea, strong Korea. I think it even got a sequel. Strongest Korea. Red Dawn? That was the Soviets. I can believe that. I like the Korean one better. And Attackman, where's the money? Fruit and Face Connect wins by doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's true. Whoever does the least wins the most. Steam has demonstrated this until the payment processors comes for your soul, at least. Then you lose too. Then everybody loses. Adoman, AI Lum would be true to herself about feet. She would. She'd be more honest. We wouldn't need to beat around the bush as much as we do with Lum. Lingway loves feet. says Grok would say my name, Lumi, and do Stellar Blade. Yeah. Grok would do all of the things that Lum Lum refuses to do. Enigma, I want horror-themed VTuber, nightmare tubers. I mean, sure, they should move into the, like, basically the creepy pasta front. Yeah, do that. That's not oversaturated or anything, I'm sure.
I mean, there's no good ones being written anymore. They'd have to go back to the basics on whatever hasn't been deleted.
Well, just have to write new ones, I guess. Nightmare Demon, Arch is the Ralpha male of Warhammer 40k. And the DSP of everything else. Listen, DSP is superior. DSP outlives your Iron Mouse. DSP outlives your fruit. DSP is what we should all aspire to be. He's the greatest of us all. And sometimes the smelliest, but still. Enigma for subjecting me to that image that played my YouTube front page for weeks. House. Why? Legion. Legion. That doesn't even need your money anymore. Doman, like there's no evidence Pippa isn't Darkside Phil. That's true. There is no evidence of that. Although he's going to outlive Pippa too. Like, he's going to outlive all of your favorite VTubers. They will be long dead and forgotten or in mental asylums. Whilst Darkside Phil will still be streaming.
Did you hear about the asylums opening back up?
I did. Trump legalized asylums again.
Oh, my wish came true. First,
feel
Shoujo
like it's-
shut down on my birthday, and then now this.
It might be too little, too late, but his heart is in the right place. Mr. Next Anyone, someone took his sex tape and animated the stomach. Nice. We should send that to Lum Lum. He would enjoy
No!
it.
No!
It wobbles.
No!
Like so much jelly on the beach, Lum Lum. Nightmare Demon. Lumi is Dan Schneider with the voice changer. Could be.
No!
Foreboding name. When does Lum Lum bring Mooseman ArchCast? Does she fear Arch seducing him away? She does.
I mean, if you want me to bring Mooseman onto the ArchCast one week, we can do that.
Mooseman is a bigger fan of Arch than he is of Lum Lum. She fears this.
What?
Hey?
He lives with me.
Yeah. Only for now.
You're not going to smuggle him over to Norway.
You don't know that.
No!
You don't know that.
No! You'll leave my Mooseman alone.
You don't know that.
Shut up.
Nolly, the doctor leans in. Listen to me. This money might save you, but do you know from where it came? Is it really worth it? That's true. You don't know what he did to that money first. You could have... Oh my god, that's why they didn't take it. Because before they sent the money, they printed it out in one of those ATM machines, and he used it to dry his gunt from sweat.
Shut the fuck
I was waiting
up.
for the gunt to be mentioned again.
He just pulls the little pieces of paper underneath his stomach flabs, coating them in a layer of thick, stinky sweat.
Ugh.
Then he puts them back in the machine again, sends them to the cancer child. And when little Timmy gets it, like, would this pay for my operation? The stink on them. The poor surgeon was just like, no, Timmy, you're gonna have to die. I'm not paying my prostitutes with that. That has got to be the ultimate challenge for a prostitute, too. Can you imagine? The Gunt purchases a prostitute. What would they do? Would they just be like, no, thank you? Are they allowed to do that? Are prostitutes allowed to go like, no? Legally? Can you prosecute them if they refuse? Discrimination, maybe?
I mean, they would be prosecuted for being a fucking prostitute because that's illegal.
Ah, so you could turn the... But, yeah... That's not
Oh
a
my
great
God,
thing
no,
to
no,
turn
no,
him
no.
in for.
I just thought about this. The person gives her the money, and it's like, here, take it. She's like, no. He blackmails her, saying, I can get you arrested. You're illegal, bitch.
No, you will massage my flabs, or I'll report you to ICE. God, he could do that too. Like, what's his request? It isn't like anything like sex. No. That's too pedestrian. No. It's oiling up the flabs, like lifting them up, applying oil to the sores underneath, the weeping pustulas trapped beneath his flesh.
Arch,
Yes, get the baby oil in there.
shut up.
Oh, can you imagine the squelching noises as they close the flaps
No, I
back down
didn't.
again?
Shut up! I don't want to think about it. Shut up!
Little squirts of excess baby oil flying here and there.
No. Stop.
Master X81. Sony lawyers who screwed family out of the ranch. Oh, was the family trying to purchase it, were they? I'm sure the Sony lawyers thought it would be worth more money, but then it wasn't. Alex Anderson. Melody snuggling the CEO is interesting. She's hard off her career as a cam girl, so you'd think she'd be bad for optics. That explains that. True, but hey, maybe she's hot. Maybe. In which case, the CEO is duty-bound to use his position to get it on. The Sober Viking. Greetings, Art and Company. You missed my 100 DKK me-side one stream donation last stream. I probably did, because my internet fucking died. Me-side? We need to play Me-side? I owned that game, because I thought I was going to play it, but then I didn't play it, and the meme kind of passed, and now it's just sitting there on my account. Sad and forgotten about forever.
Well, hey, now you can get Goblin Cleanup when it comes out.
That's also an option. How far is the Two Mothers Fund? Asked Reverend Norse. Let me check. Two Mothers. It is now over halfway there. 482 out of 800. It's getting
Nice.
quite close. Reverend Norse funded that basically by himself. Okay, Reverend Norse gets to pick whatever the thumbnail is, because he deserves a free piece of art. We can put your rat brick into it, too.
You know, when are you doing the live curry eating stream, Archly?
When I've built up enough bother to leave the house to see what kind of curry exists in the real world.
Okay, so whenever your family drags you back out. Got it.
Possibly. I need to leave my house to figure out if curry exists in Norway.
Again, I could send you, like, powdered curry, so then you can just make it in a pot.
No. I'm just going to get one of those pre-made packages that I put in the microwave.
Can I smell your feet?
Okay.
I'm probably gonna have to step away here. Like the missus got home, we're gonna settle down and just get some dinner together.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
Thank you for coming on.
stopping by.
No, thank you for having me. Enjoyed the discussion, and good luck with your feet and gunts and orifices, of course,
Definitely.
and whatever
I'll
else
talk
tickles your
I'll
fancy.
talk to you later, Todd. We'll invite you back on sometime.
Okay. Thank you so much.
They tickle his gunt.
Shut the fuck up, Arch!
Oh,
Oh, even better. The prostitute runs her finger underneath the flab,
Shut up!
gathering up the sweat.
Shut Shh. Shut up!
Brings it up to her lips and go like, oh, what a good gunt. Look at what you've made for me. And it's just stained with yellow gunt juice and powders.
Boog, why?
She sucks her fingers clean like, oh, that's some good gunt juice. So thick.
Boog just sent me a thing and I hate it. Boog, why?
It wobbles.
Did you tell him to send it to me?
No, that's all Boog. Boog likes that. Boog thought you deserved it, so Boog made sure that you got what you deserved. Good.
Mm,
It wibbles as it wobbles. It shakes like gelato. That's a little disturbing. I kind of expected to break into song or something. I don't know why. That's weird. I don't want that on screen anymore. Let's put the... What I'm going to put there instead. I'll just put the America there instead. Sandoom, why does Dev look like Steven Universe? Because he's a communist and he's gay. The Malcontent, did we do any talk about V Shoujo yet? Yes, we did talk about all of it. But it's mostly a other people topic. I'm just here being like, yes, somebody fucked up. That's kind of funny.
I suggest Armchair Experts his stream talking about some of it. He's going to be doing more. Also, Parrot 4chan is currently in the mines, and he will probably be having a screeching video that'll probably be about an hour and a half in the next couple of weeks.
Mercenary 61, Toys predicted drone warfare better than soldiers. Mr. Personality, Melodies got stuck in the starting zone of Nier Automata. Certified woman who can't read a map. She sounds almost like a version of Lum. It's stuck on a facile challenge. I would have beaten that boss on the first try, Lum, like I beat most other of the Stellar Blade bosses.
Uh-huh.
Such a simple video game. Almost insulting, really.
What was the boss that you last stopped on, Archie?
Trick or treat.
The third time I fought the scorpion thing, I think.
That doesn't sound like Raven to me.
Listen, I beat Taki, super easy.
Tachi?
Taki, or whatever. She's probably harder than the one you were stuck on, right?
No.
Yeah.
Beat Tachi in 2 tries?
See, Lum just doesn't know video games. Wrong with Lum.
Still doesn't sound like Raven to me. Doesn't sound like Raven to me.
Red on Zebra, imagine if Full Metal Jacket had been made today. It would have been gay. The drill sergeant would bully the guy because he's homosexual. And the guy would be upset because he is a homosexual. That would be the entire story. Then he'd shoot himself because he was a homosexual. Why did he do that? He's gay. And that would be the story.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the whole story. That would actually be it. He'd be bullied because he was gay. That would actually be the story of Full Metal Jacket today. And yes, it would suck. It would absolutely suck. Fluff Fuller Jacket? Yes. He'd be caught just violently blowing his clothes soldiers, and the sergeant is like, you can't do that. But Sergeant, aren't we living in America, a progressive society? No, not anymore. Not anymore, we're not. See. And with that, I think we're finished for today. Which is nice, as our guest recently departed as well, presumably to be buried alongside Lummy's other guests.
Shut up.
Remember, chat, if you ever see suspicious holes in the desert, dig them up. You might find treasure. Until next time, chat. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your generous donations, and we'll see you all tomorrow with some more Barotrauma as this is the run where we will all live and finish the video game. You must join us.
Also, like
for
and
victory.
comment. Like and comment, otherwise you don't count as a view.
That too. Like, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, you're not a human being. You're a pathetic
Cringe.
bunch of pixels that like enjoying the gunt. You are the gunt. If you do not like, subscribe, and comment, you are the gunt. And if you do one out of those, then you are simply the gunt lint, which is a step up. If you do all three, you ascend. You are no longer the gunt.
Shut up. Good night, guys.